dear. Are we live? God, I'm so tired. We seem to be live. Someone say hello. There we go. Oh my goodness. Right. Here we go. Holy shit. I've been more tired.
Who you guys taking turns? How cute.
I know.
All right, I'm going to put Kess in here while
I
he's
was
thinking.
thinking about Kess, to be honest.
Kess was good, man. He was good.
Yep. I mean, this is just...
Like I've been through the ringer?
What,
Jesus.
further up?
Yeah, between 4 and 5.
These are just rookies in stage 2.
Yeah. Stage 2 rookies.
Because I'm not going to lie, I was looking for Luke Shaw.
Okay.
And I couldn't find him.
Also, rookie, no, this is just stage 2 rookies.
Baby.
Also, the reason why Pala isn't featured here, of course, because he's already had a stint. No, you're being a hateful person.
Is that too much?
That is so
that too much?
That's not.
I'm sorry, Dre. No, honestly, I'm just riling him up so he gets confident for this game, you know what I'm saying?
Is that how it works?
Yeah, he's going to go positive.
It was about similar with Dante, to be honest. I think.
So right there?
Yeah, maybe.
He had a good map. He had a good map on Chamber.
Who are we missing?
We have to give him that.
Spike went nuts, actually.
Spike did when it's the
Spike
glasses.
is there.
Oh, it's there.
Yeah.
Dude, I can't read right now. I'm not going to lie. I'm like looking.
Right now.
Right now, all the time. Never learned to read. Been hiding it. I've been illiterate my entire life.
Dude, Okeanos was pretty damn good. I reckon Okeanos goes somewhere around here. I would say Scuba goes next to him, somewhere around there as well.
Arango?
Orango further that way. I think he played worse than.
So bad it was good.
I don't know. I think he played worse than Baby Ray and Dante.
Oh
maybe.
dear. Orango that way.
To be honest with you, Brent, I can't even remember Orango's debut. So
Yeah,
that's not a good
I might
sign.
be being
unfair to him.
I still couldn't remember the debut.
Okay,
Shower
so
streaming?
that's why
I need to
was like,
eat. That's my
What's your
problem.
opinion on this? Where do you think we should rank this player?
Well, we've maybe been a bit harsh to him, putting
Are
him
we
underneath
missing
Baby
anybody?
Bay. But no, I think that's everyone.
That's
isn't
everyone?
It?
Yeah, it should be 9. Is it 9? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
You can count?
I barely.
Yeah, the non-American
Barely
education system
Wait
is
a minute.
crazy.
I can count in different languages, just not in
What?
English.
That's crazy.
I know, I have so many talents. Now, playing Valorant is not one of them, but that's why I just talk about players who are really good, such as Tush, Transition, Trent.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Perfect.
Yeah, meta be damned.
Expecting
Honestly,
glue?
Trent
Accepting glue.
Still doing Trent things.
Is what you put
he's
there.
still doing Trent things. He was playing really well.
Am I
even
expecting
when he was
glue?
off the Tejo. And then we
Honestly,
actually
no.
saw him
I
pull
think
the
2G
Tejo out as well.
didn't look that bad.
So he's
No, this isn't
he's been
Weetabix.
a
This
player
is.
that's been able
I've just
to
quickly
flex off
fried
meta, do stuff. I mean,
some
the thing is,
sausages.
when people were talking about Trent being a
like
Tejo
a
one
fucking
trick,
meal that
was
the
just
hobbits would have ate
exposing
on their way
yourself
to
as having
fucking
not
Mordor.
watched Valorant before.
He
Because
was frying on
Some
so
eggs.
before that.
he was nuts
Crazy.
before. And
Sausages
okay, it
and
wasn't like
fried
we
bread.
weren't talking about him as the best player in the world, but I think when you look at what he's been doing, generally, okay, the Tejo didn't exactly work superbly well
Light
here.
the world on fire.
But in general, like, they do just have an incredible player here that they can rely on.
Yeah, they're always going to be able to lean on Trent, I think, to be able to put up big numbers and just be able to make those plays happen. Even when he's on the Sova, like you said, he's never really been.
But yeah,
a
I need to eat.
That narrative just came about because he was solely.
Mary would have had
Tejo and doing
mushrooms.
it better than anybody
I
else.
would have put mushrooms on this, Nick,
listen,
but
when you're at the top, people always look for reasons to drag
Didn't
you
have
down.
time.
So that's.
It was also in a meta where if you didn't play Tejo, you kind of just
Yeah.
lost.
Yeah.
So like you're kind of forced into the
Control a little
position to like being a one trick.
Yeah, I think
like-
so.
can we
Put that in
expect in
perspective.
any
But they
shape
do
or
have that
form
one piece
Apex
Trent
level
has
of glue
stood-
on
I
Mute
mean,
to
they're
Valorant?
always going to have Trent to lean on, I think, as a team. Even when
If
they're
you
in a
spoke,
weak
if you asked that
state
question
they are.
earlier on in the season, I would say
It's not a
2G.
worry
Yes,
for
we
G2
could see
just
that
yet.
level of glue.
Now, after
G2,
map one,
even with a caster playing on their
This is a
team,
good conversation.
We'll see.
Now 2G,
No.
G2, they're moments away.
but I
from
think
taking
2G
the
are too
stage.
good now
So
as
let's
well
look
to
at
be.
predictions. I feel
Look,
like
you're
we should
never
all be
gonna see
aligned
that
on
level of
one.
glue from the KC.
Excuse me?
Dude, that's
Okay.
a solid punt from Riven. Brent! I was like, oh, two people who are nuts on the broadcast. Oh, Brent.
Of course it would be Brent. Brent, explain
2G.
yourself.
I took a punt on it, man. I took a punt. What can I
love
say?
that.
After my talk and that chat with 2G, it didn't do much good for them.
Okay.
but-
What's the percentage chance here, though? You're predicting an upset. That doesn't necessarily mean you think that 2G are like, 100% going to win. What's the
What's the win con?
22.7%.
22.7%. Wow.
So I'm throwing
That's
out.
kind of
What's
low.
the win con?
Yeah, what's the win con
The
here?
win con is Valen doesn't really have a life game anymore. They've only got Trent to really put up big numbers at the moment, and everybody else kind of really struggles a little bit. Bebe coming in doesn't really take the initiative as much, which is going to put more strain on Valen's calling. Because I think when Leaf plays Sentinel, he finds the gaps a lot better. It makes for the pivot options a bit better for G2. They don't have that anymore, so everything's getting harder for G2. They're going to have to play really, really well in terms of firepower to offset Spike and Silence and all the rest of the crew. 2G have something to play for. G2 don't as well. Very dangerous. Very dangerous. There's a chance.
Good point, my Bren.
All right. Well, okay. We'll revisit that one as well. And now, while we're on stage today, we will be in the lounge for the next 2 days for some close quarter battles, and we need your help decorating the set. So if you got a great Valorant fan art that you want to share with us, or maybe just some weird, unflattering sketches of Bren and Josh, bring in. Scan the QR code for more info, and we hope to feature you on the show. We've got 3 straight days of matches. Anything can happen. Stage 2, VCT America starts right now.
Hello?
Hello?
Yo!
Talk just quickly for me who didn't see the last map of Koi there. I saw it was 11-13. For me and the other people who didn't watch map 2 of Koi, talk me through it.
Map 2, Koi. Give me a sec.
Haven 13-11 happened a couple hours ago.
Haven,
you were
Haven,
there.
I'm just looking at everything. I'm looking at everyone. Map 2, Koi, Haven. Okay, I had this analogy, but I'm not gonna go forward with the analogy. I'm just gonna talk about it. Okay, just run everything again. Basically, Fnatic
is really impressive. I would say one of the best rookies to
had their
debut
classic
VCT.
attack side, but at times, like Koi just had one player, usually in the tank, popping off. At the start of the game, Batty G, like 3K, 4K, a couple of rounds, was just going ham on the defensive side. On the defensive side, on some of these retakes, Fnatic did their push-pull thing with Boaster, had some rounds where they popped off. Alpha gets a 4K, but the game was basically Koi overheating sometimes, Fnatic overheating sometimes, and then Batty G in the tank popping off, and Alpha and like someone else on Fnatic popping off. And Fnatic did it more often. It was still pretty close. Went to be like a 13-11, I think, is what the overall score was. But yeah, a lot of the times Koi would just like overheat trying to play their position, and Fnatic would play it better. And sometimes Fnatic would try things to further their position. Someone on Koi would pop off. There were ISO also were dropped where the ISO would lose a lot of the time as well, and that threw rounds left and right. But Fnatic did look worse in general on their attack side. You know, usually it's like an 8-round, 9-rounder. I think it was a 6-6. So Koi kind of contained them. And then Koi on attack just overheated a bit too many times. Didn't get enough of those crazy pop off 4K, 5K rounds. Yeah, does that make sense?
That makes perfect sense. Sorry, I'm eating at the same time, so
Yeah.
I did listen to
The
every
analogy I
single
said
word.
is
In
that,
fact,
like-
I muted the stream. My chat has only just heard you yapping there for a good minute.
Oh shit. The actual analogy was that, you know those seesaws in playgrounds? That like go back and forth, but they're hovering up top, like it's a swing seesaw, and there's a kid on either side.
I can't fully picture what you mean. I know what a seesaw is.
Yeah,
Swing
just imagine
seesaw.
a regular seesaw. Like imagine it's a regular seesaw, but like sometimes like one of the kids like goes too far and falls over, right? Like he tries to pull it back too much. Like that's the general team for Koi and Fnatic on both sides. Like sometimes, more often than not, Koi's falling over, right? And then Fnatic is like kind of falling over sometimes. There's also parents watching their kids, and the parents on the bench watching are Natank and Batty G. Koi has 2 dads. And then I think it's Alpha Year on the other side, who like is also deciding to wake up. Alpha Year or Batty G will sometimes get up and slap the Fnatic child off the seesaw, like straight up just open hand slap him. And that was happening sometimes to make them fall off the seesaw, right? Falling off means losing a round. And other times, Natank would walk up and slap Fnatic. A lot of the times, though, Alpha Year would come through and really beat the shit out of the kid that's on the fucking Koi side. And that was basically the game.
Well, thank you for that wonderful explanation.
Yeah.
Do you have hope for Koi Tell me, going forward, should I still have hope
Yes,
for Koi playing against
absolutely,
KC,
absolutely.
Navi, and Apex?
Yeah, I think Koi, KC, Navi, Apex, actually going into it, better team. Some of the cohesion I saw today, some of the solo plays, absolutely amazing. I would say coming out of this one, the biggest question mark I have for Koi is Filu. I feel like sometimes Filu's just not in the, he's not popping off the way I'm expecting him to. I'm not going to lie. And usually I'm the most confident in Filu. But Badiji look good today. A tank is the fucking truth, and he's looking better physically every day in general.
Physically?
It's a good sign.
You like how he looks physically?
Dude, the guy's a good haircut, a good beard lineup. It's crazy. I want his glasses. I'm liking Koi. I'm liking Koi better than KC because the Vezes flash my eyes. Navi is doing the same thing every week. It works week one because no one's seen it. And we've seen it for 2 weeks now. And then who was last team? Don't even have to mention them. They're too far below me in the leaderboard. I can't say their name.
Do you have any hope for this game?
This game, less than the next game. I think that maybe 2G take like a surprise map or something, but G2 lock it in. I think if Sentinels has one of those weeks where they're like mentally boomed at not playing perfect Valorant or something, like I feel like Kaplan's setting Sen up this week to like, guys, we have to be in form type shit. And if like a round happens where they can't play in form rather than just play naturally against a bad team,
Quick pred.
like they might mentally boom themselves and then Furia wins. But I have more confidence in the Furia win than I do the 2G win. So that's my pred.
Oh my god. I'm gonna say G2 win 2-0. Too close 2-0s is my pred. Which is which? Well, that's part of the fun, isn't it?
Here, a win, the possibility to get it. I mean, they looked great in their first game, almost coming over with those wins, almost finding that victory. But against G2 here, who has the not prime roster with Baby Bay in now, this is that chance and the mentality boost that 2G could get here for the rest of the season by getting this win could be immense.
2G
the difficult thing right
G2
now, though,
is
is that
2?
you're starting this series on G2's map pick, or 2G's map pick being Ascent.
Who
and
is
that
2G?
is, for me, is not a win condition for them, because I would like to see Spike on a Neon. He was popping off against EG, had 27 kills opening things up on a Neon, but this time around, you also have Gobera on a Cypher. He was being exploited quite well against EG last week. So right now, hopefully they have some sort of plan.
But then again, I might just pay out whatever.
If not, you're gonna have to.
No, I just play with friends.
Absolutely, and as always, we get the match
like
started
today,
here with
today
the
was the
load
first
up
time
Samsung
we've been in like
people are
2 or
pretting
3
wrong
weeks.
because the
Anytime we
fucking
take a
letters are
break,
so
like
similar.
it feels so much
2G
worse. I can't
versus
explain
G2.
it. As long as you do it once a week, like you actually don't feel too bad. But like taking a break and then going back to doing it, like Jesus. And sometimes we do 6-a-side and sometimes we do 5-a-side. Today was 5-a-side. Anytime it's 5-a-side, it's pretty rough. So comboing like not going for a while plus 5-a-side, like that's rough.
They're still looking to fight towards mid, and that's how they open it up.
Silence.
Now we've seen obviously Baby.
2G can
This is probably the best
play
map on the
that
chamber
agent,
here.
and he starts off with the first blood onto Jorgamo, so a really big one as well for G2 to try to get back and forth into the site just after they do a bit of a find and who is at a main mission just to push off 2G and get that space recovered.
You already see after this fight, though, from 2G,
go for a B split.
they're giving up a lot of space.
Reveal
Even a
2,
chance
that
for
should bring a
G2 to really
rotate.
start to set up this pincer maneuver, working into this B site.
Good split. Silence backs up to get another one, but he's quickly traded by Trent. Sitting patiently in sight are going to be 2 members for 2G here, so a lot of work for G.
Oh. Hello?
G2 to get themselves into position and figure out where these flanks might be coming from. Count.
We're
Get
fine.
the damage for the rest of the team to clean up.
How's
Is it
Joni got
possible,
so
though? Is a
deep?
quick
Oh,
trade
that's a
here on the
spike,
Jonah
though.
P.
Gotta hurry.
And now it's just going to be one more. Gobera is hurt. Tagged up and fallen now. Trent with 3 as he's looking for the last player. No time to plant. Just a few seconds there. He will get it down, but it's the push in now from LZ. And his patience, his back off at A initially allows him to be alive at the end of the round for a pistol win on the side of 2G.
That's the main thing right there. The patience
Sorry, catch up.
shown by LZ as the GL, but also the patience coming in from Gobert. I just mentioned how he was being heavily pressured against EG,
Would have
but
won
this
with
time he's
Tail?
able
I
to
don't know
hold
about
that
that
corner
one.
as long as
I
possible.
mean, it's just good patience
Isolate some
from
fights, pushing through. He's able to get
LZ.
one
They're
cross
not
to
peeking
spike
out on
here,
the
being
first tap.
Jonah P on top of that.
A lot of players
Gives
would
a
have
chance
panicked
for
and peeked
LZ
out
to
there.
have an easy pickup at a 1v1, forcing Trent to plant outside in the open. And this is the kind of start you want here for 2G. Maybe giving up that space is that game plan.
Problem is, if you Trent there, you actually don't know. Maybe he's just super far away still. Or maybe he's just like just getting
doing
there.
such a nice job there playing cat and mouse in B.
If you
It
super
looked like
late
they
to
had to
rotate.
search forever to
They
find
did
somebody.
force.
That's
Gotta be ready
right
for the
out there
force. You
for
cannot be
Silence
buying
goes down on the
marshals
initial push, and G2
against
expected
G2.
this. Are
You
they going to be
cannot
able
buy
to
a
grab
marshal
a
round 2
second
against
round here
G2.
off of 2G?
Signature there for G2 to push the way that they did with the Stinger buy after trying to get that plant down. Both players once again for 2G holding in the
sees
back
nothing in
of
the
this
smoke.
B site. Flash for them to peek out, but they just hold their ground towards the back.
The rotation's fast as well from the defense, though. Can they collapse now on the attackers? It's going to be big from LZ coming from the market
3v2
area.
though.
And now they slowly walk into sight. Every corner is watched here with a bit of help just off the shoulder. Jonah P is going to peek and get that
And this
frag.
is
And
why
yes,
you
it
gotta
does
be
look
more
like in a
aware,
1v3.
TG. You gotta be more
G2
aware,
will
man.
clap right back.
House football?
That's
Yeah,
what
tiring.
we're gonna have to start learning here for 2G
Very
side.
tiring.
Seeing that space
That
that
was
you
my
want to
main
give away here
takeaway,
for G2, you also have to make sure that your rotations are going to be quite fast.
And again,
Really
I
quickly,
will
but
only
meaning
watch
with
this
that,
game today.
you force
I'm not
them
gonna
to
watch Sen
fast
Fury
rotate, and G2 can
because
start playing
Yeah.
into
I
their
wanna get up for
rotation
Pacific
play style they want to have
tomorrow
here
because I just don't think Sen Fury is a very good game, and I'd rather watch Pacific personally.
And just see how aggressive, even with the shift held in that W3 through B main, what the timing they create for that advantage there. It was really nice to be able to take down Silence, who get first blood on that first
Sadio
round.
missed
So
Fury.
gotta slow him down
If Furia
somehow right
beats
away.
Sen,
And now it's up to 2G
honestly,
to
I
figure
don't know
this
what
one
I'll
out.
do.
Where can they
I
set up
will miss
to
that.
figure out what this
That
buy
would be
round for
crazy.
G2 is gonna be.
I have
Cameron
no
only saw
faith that
one
that will
person
happen.
So far, G2 just stayed all the way back, anticipating some sort of a crunch on an eco round for 2G. Now they still have player advantage. Could try to rush into this B site. It looks like they want to optimize and maximize orb control first here for G2. Still trying to prod the information. Again, the only thing that they saw so far was Gobert on the attack side. They don't know where the stack could potentially be here for 2G.
Moving back over, we just actually saw the KO knife flying all the way through the map from that A side. So Spike identified a few in B main. Now they start to cut audio and work their way towards the right side, and they've chose the weak side vans. They could absolutely crush in here.
They've been good at these. Just
So,
pop flashing.
pretty
and
big
bringing out
eco here,
BKB at
so.
the point.
Baby could go crazy, and there you go. There's a
Always
kill
sniping,
for your
always
boy.
looking down the scope. Expect a few more to come from there with the help of the team behind. And you still have Trent just on the outside of A main, so while delivering the power, they still have safety to watch the lurks here. G2 feel very comfortable getting the plant down on this round.
Juggling
Throwing
around
all
here
his
just to
guns
get
away.
maximized.
Yeah, why not?
Jonas one closest to his ult. Now he's only one pip away, and looks like 2G's analyzed
Jonas
that.
should try and go
realizes
farming
it,
here
so
a
he wants
bit.
to stay back towards the spawn.
Because this is a good ult to get, right? This is a good,
something very
the
important.
vital,
You
getting
allow
that
your
early, right?
Jonah P to
Particularly
get
if
the
you're
ult
like
into the next
on
round
what they will
in
be
your
like
gun
some
round.
sort of like
You might
stinger
start
bonus
seeing
here.
G2 spiraling into the
You know,
advantage on the
getting that
attack side.
vital off.
Now you're giving yourself
Would you say
fighting
this is like
chance.
G2's
Silence
most
getting
important game
very
inside
close to
Americas?
Operator money as well, which could be one of those
No, I don't
big
think any game is
conditions
important
against
for them.
that
They've already
G2
made champs.
Slow play into middle.
I know,
Yeah.
but they don't want 2G to make champs.
Push
Man, I
forward
mean,
and
you've
just
actually
get a few
cooked me
more
right
kills
there.
on
That
this
is
one if
that
those
is
alt
technically
points are
true.
ready
They
here,
don't
but
want
G2
2G
in a
to
good-
make
a
champs.
good
That is a
position
good
as well
point.
from the attack side.
This
They
is
get
like
a few
their
rounds,
most
you get a
important,
cushion,
like-
you get
Yeah,
some
this
money.
is their
shutting
most
them down
important
here.
Start to
game.
test your opponent.
Yeah. Because in the
Really
world
matter
that they
if you
do,
lose one or
like,
two in a
I know
round,
none
if
of their
you can
games
buy
are
the next
important, but
one,
this
you
is like
know what
their
the flow of the game's
It's
gonna
like
be.
the only game that
Well,
is
it's
important,
that
you're
time,
right.
So they're
Yeah.
gonna be getting into that realm.
Like, they should be locking it
being
the
able
fuck
to
in. Like
test
get
what 2G
get
feels
Leaf on like the
comfortable
horse
with here.
medication, you know, like
Nice
bring him
push
back.
onto A continues that second round buy through, and they should have money again coming into the next one.
Every gun in the game, besides the bomb.
Got butterfingers. Can't get the right thing. Can't get the right thing.
Okay,
So there's the
Silence with an
operator
ult.
you were talking about. It does come out.
I don't love
gonna see a
2G
Guardian in that
picking the
mix, though.
And
maps
you
where
just saw
Spike
towards the end of the round,
is
though, you
not on me
sacrificed
on.
Jonah P to try to find some kills.
I just
So they
don't think
do
that
have
that's
Yeah.
their win con
Steel Garden
personally.
to work with to even counter the op. Potentially why here Silence is playing a little bit more passively. Holding a passive angle towards the A side could maybe get out of the range here. of the
I know
Steel
you've
Garden
seen
come out for a
G2's
pick.
Ascent,
So this
so
gives,
like
once
maybe
again,
you feel
a
okay
lot of
about
room
it,
to breathe
but
for G2
like
to
this was the
scale
map
up
that
here in
Baby
bonus
looked
round.
comfortable on.
Yeah. Everybody except for Valen, I'm sorry, except for LZ right now is in a position to dodge the Steel Garden, right? LZ still wants a little bit of an idea of what's going on the map, but they are playing outside sites majority.
Lay
If
split.
that is something G2 wants to try try to get in with. Just hiding, waiting for that pop flash out of the smoke as it goes down, trying to catch somebody off guard in 2 ways. Spike's just chilling though. Trent's got it, being quiet there on the A main side.
Good damage
Pressure
being
from
done.
Baby, great KO,
Posted
man.
up.
Crazy KO, man. They reveal him. They want to
Little
get into
aggression here
tree
from
and
Gobert can
pop
start
this
to give info
Visor.
for the rotation to the other side of the map. They should be able to set up the defense now. G2
Yeah,
looks like
super
they
deep
should have a
Visor.
free steal guard and take though.
Should take the
Get
site.
themselves into position. Baby Bay's got info on who's trying to come in, so they really can set this up now with the door closed.
And because Silence committed himself to try to get a pick towards that tree, he did get caught
Full
by the Steel
retake,
Guardian. So
Gobert's a
that
bit
runs
low.
the clock down, allowing G2 to get a plant
Maybe he's gonna
and
watch
also play a
flank.
5-man post plant right inside the site.
First kill.
Baby Bay hitting another one with this outlaw, getting the maximum return on investment there. Still using the stingers to take down 2G
Nice push by
inside
Joe.
the site. But G2 is also falling here, like flies. Spike and LZ trying to make their way into the site. Jorgamo has the head now of Spike in his eyes. Waiting to drop in. No, Spike's actually going to be able to deliver that one. A
Spike, nice
second
shot.
now, and Trent's forced to fire through the smoke to get the classic shots in, and that's going to be a defuse. 2G
This was
come up
pretty
with
good round by
another
G2,
round in the
all
chaos
things
there,
considered.
as
I mean, they did a
G2
lot of
acted just
damage,
a
but-
little too slow on that retake of their own plan.
That's crazy. That shouldn't have happened on the side of G2. But it's
Probably
Spike being
want
the aggressor coming out here outside of
George
the site to drop
jump
these
in
kills
that
and give a chance
smoke,
for
I
his
guess.
teammate to go for the full defuse. Look at this play coming through. Pinch from
Well, that's
two
tough for
different
him when he's
angles. He does
isolated
the
by that.
180
Yeah, I guess
turn
you want
to get
Baby
these
to
picks.
scale up as well.
Nice! Vamos, pô!
Like scale up Gen.
Talk about hype man coming in here now. Spike has
Yeah.
been quite vocal since his opening game against EG.
A little trap play for Val.
But thankfully here, you see this round being won by 2G. The economy's still quite low. LZ's the
Yeah.
only one with a strong rifle. Only with this Phantom, while the rest here of G2 still has a lot of money to work with. So a full gun round coming across. They've identified that, so again, they're playing back towards the spawn on the attack side. Very slowly to see where 2G could be posted up first.
I think one of the promising things we are seeing from this full roster of 2G now is that ability to come back from even a few rounds behind, not fold. They can figure out a way to break the G2's site hold.
they
Baby
eco
Bay
after
is
they
just
won?
putting this
Holy
outlaw to
shit.
work for rounds now.
You
He's
got
been
two
very
people
good.
alive
Against
and you
Sentinel's
ecoed?
last week, he was 4-1 in
Did they have two
openers
people
on the
alive?
attack side with the snipe rifle, either be the outlaw or the op.
Hate this.
Still continuing the same thing here on the attack, but
Win anyway.
Gobert.
That's cool too.
Challenge accepted.
Gobert loves the one-shots. You can see him doing this with the Guardian too. At times, the Valen's going to finally snuff out that aggression from the
Ominal.
impact frags. Spike is close, but the lurk is from LZ to Spike. Wait, no, he does not wait at all.
I mean,
Goes right
Sheriff
for the shot,
team
and now
versus the
they
Stinger
can start
team.
to make Jorgamo
Yeah,
sweat.
I mean, I think
They'll
that's a
wait for the
pretty
pressure,
big
watch
sell
for the
by
lurk
Valen
out,
there. He
but
should know
ultimately
that
wait for the
it's
plant.
KO Omen alive. I guess he thinks
Still
that the
has no
Omen
idea
might
where
have
LZ is
TP'd
at.
on B, but
Still saving
Seems
grace
quite-
right now for
quite
Jorgamo, as he has
strange
the
thing
ult
to
after the
do.
plant.
in a 2v2.
What?
Jorgamo, who else gets
Come
an, almost another one. Spike's able to find him, though, just from the stairwell. The thrifty now for 2G after G2 takes down 2G on round 2. Yeah, we're getting there. We're getting there. Got it. As we get into this next round, this is exactly what
So
we
what,
need to
we've
see
done,
from
like,
them
I don't know,
Vans.
they
They
won 2 in a row.
cannot
They
let
haven't done
up
a full
one
W.
moment, or G2 is going to run away with multiple rounds.
Could have had one of those highlight reels from Jorgamo again, a crazy shot
Yeah, I
while he's
think-
full blinded to get that first pick onto LZ, but
Valen looking
again,
towards the side there. As I say, a
2G,
little strange. I guess they
swing
did
right
Omen
after to trade it
so
out, not giving
it's
a chance here
possible
for
he
Jorgamo to
thought
stay alive on
someone
the
was still
plant.
side, but when it's Omen
You heard
KO
being
alive,
on. G2 still has
yeah,
some sort of
normally
buy that they can work with.
he is starting B.
Okay.
Yeah, just looking for
So Joe was
information
pinging
now with
this
the
out.
ult. Trent
You're
also
gonna
has
what,
Hunter's
double
Fury, so
time?
he might
Back?
try to take him down with it.
We love that. The Hunter's Fury commonly is used if he sees anybody in
pushes him into
Boathouse there.
Baby.
Now it's
Nice,
just
nice
got to be
round.
somewhere else. Baby Bay is able to take down Gobert, though, with the
down.
chaos. So multiple layers coming in here with
Pop
everybody
this
still
way
running
too
into the
early,
site.
man.
Beautifully executed
Pop
there
that way too
on the
early,
hit
man.
by G2.
You're right. Not only did he use
He's
the
trying
ult
to
here
find the
from
Silver, I
Jorgamo, but
guess.
the
He's trying to hope the
ult that you
Silver
had from
gets
Valen
suppressed.
probably saw him at the staircase and it allowed you the pings to
Yeah.
come through from Trent with that Hunter's Fury, and then Baby Bay to
Unlucky.
get another first blood in the round.
Kind of wasted all.
4-player retake for 2G. Still great util to work with. Flashes from both sides, Spike and LZ. And they'll try to come through.
Should be a kill.
Great pings through the smokes, just absolutely countering the cover.
Oh, baby.
As LZ and Spike come in huge, but Jorgamo is going to lay him low here with the judge. continuing to move one shot, wants to get into somebody's face, and it looks like they'll be able to do enough damage to scare off 2G after they get a thrifty round for themselves.
Literally is a stinger versus
Almost.
Sheriffs, man.
Going for the clutch again, another kill. Oh, Silence able to jump shorty. Jonah P.
They should
in the
actually do
face,
a gentleman's agreement
even
to only
after the
use
Red
those
Bull
guns
clutch
with these
comes
two
through.
teams.
You really wanted him to try to take down the operator into the next round as well, so I respect
Okay,
the
so they
push
still have
forward.
the
And
op.
Silence able to stay alive with his own cloud burst and
Yeah, this
shorty
is
close
been
range
a
fight.
bit of a
But
strange
overall,
game.
it's still another one of those
But I
buys
think-
from G2 that was a little bit
I think
broken, but
like, if
thankfully they
G2
had
can get to
these
5
ults
on
work
attack,
to
I
open
think
up the
they'll
site.
probably chill.
Didn't really give a chance here for 2G to
Facts.
muster up a coordinated retake on their end. We're back in the same scenario.
And you're ecoing
A strong
again,
rifle
just
on the
waiting.
defense and pistols to work with, but they found
Surely,
results
like,
in the
surely,
past
like,
though on the
give
defense
this
for
guy
2G.
the op.
These buys from
use your
2G.
knives,
We've
right?
seen rifle sheriffs, now we see the op
Crazy.
sheriffs. They're just being sorted so much because every round they're losing players. They're rebuying and they're having to get back in here. Well, G2 is in a position as well where that money could sting a little bit, as you see. Low credits on that side.
Go
So
on, do it, Joe.
a minute
I
into
dare
this
you.
one, it's the slowest one we've seen from G2
Fucking
to
dare
push
you.
up,
Do it.
as they're seeing if 2G will make a move first.
You're seeing the advantage as well of G2 in his composition. At the start of 2G, they've already expended a knife, a flash, trying to find information, trying to find for peaks.
Ooh,
But
yeah,
now they
yeah,
have
boy.
less info and less utility to work with on the
Yeah.
defense, allowing G2 to get a little bit more in their arsenal on their actual hits. So this is the mid round. Try to scale up, find information towards this catwalk. It's the
Well, they
operator
found the
though,
op.
from Silence just waiting at that
We
spot.
don't have clone.
Baby Bay on a mid-adventure by himself here. He's going to start pushing up into Pizza alone as the team wants to focus towards that right side. Oh, he's got somebody just on his back. The paranoia comes through on trees, so they're activating around the map, getting people to get a little antsy. And what an insert from Baby Bay here. He's going to draw the rest of the team in.
That's exactly it. You found the op, rotate towards the rest. BBB goes for the one but he jumps!
What is
A mouse wheel moment as Silence punishes them for.
Yeah, I think he
But there's still
pressed
two players in the
mouse
back of the B site now for
new players?
2G.
Gotta remember your body.
Going in.
a
Shots from
rookie
Jonah
bonus,
P are
rookie
covering
bonus.
both of the archways right now as he's able to clean one up. Trent gets
It
the
doesn't
other
matter.
one
They found the right round here.
as those two
If they can
slam
have two
into
sheriffs
the
and an op,
site.
this should be impossible.
What? From
He
Silence
said
through the smoke,
until he
going
got that
after
kill,
the
and now
tracers
he
coming
pops
from the
knives, it's
weapon as they
possible.
continue to fight down into the site right now. Silence trying to make a little bit more distraction as
Sees
the
one,
stairs are now held
finds
by
two.
G2. Is it going to be enough? Jorgamo capitalizes on the kills that they do
Yeah, I
need,
mean,
and it is 4
Still-
for G2 here in a very
Why not?
scrappy site round.
Yeah. And that's the thing. For G2 so far on their attack side, you're starting to see that they have a lot of easy pathing towards cat control. And also, they realize that once they split towards this B site, it's kind of telegraphed that those two players, both from Prize and from Gobert, are going to hold the back of the B site. So they have so much room to work with. So they death ball going into these B site takes.
You choose attack? I
So
don't
now
know.
2G, going to have to try to figure out how they can maybe anchor
Yep.
up the B site a little bit better. Maybe have to play
Pause.
those for it long.
Okay, timeout 2G. It has been a little scrappy here. I think they need to maybe be a little more aggressive, either in B main itself, like put the op in B main, or be a little more aggressive in mid. Because I think G2 are just finding it a bit too easy to take this first part mid, take B main, and then they can threat this A split just with like a drone here and A main and some pressure in towards short, and then just come and do any B hit that they want basically. I feel like they've been a little too passive here with this cypher. And if you're gonna be passive here with the cypher setup, I think you got to be a bit more aggro here. Actually gonna aggro A main instead. It looks like we're gonna TP back site.
Hunter's Fury. Just
Yeah,
like
I
they
have
did
an ult
last
though,
week.
so I don't know why. Oh, they're just
against
pinging that for the
Sentinels.
op.
It
This
stays
looks like
quiet
it
for
wants
now.
to end
2G
A.
don't want to do any forward position or anything aggressive, except for that. A
Drone mid
recon
or
to find
B main,
information to kick things
fake,
off.
and then come
Thrown all the way
A.
from the B side, LF Fnatic. And they realize now here for G2 that A long is now open, free for them to take.
The rest of 2G moving to get these ults in position. You mentioned Prize's ultimate. Now he stands in mid, ready
They
to fire
finished the
that in
same
either
position in
direction.
champs.
Exactly.
Well, what's
I
the
don't
play?
know what happens, I'll be honest.
Looks like
It
they
would
wanna
probably
actually get
go on
towards mid
champ
very
points.
fast if it's cleared with making a little noise towards A.
if they both finished on the same
That's a
champ
big
points.
adventure.
Pop flash peek.
I honestly don't know.
Yeah,
Keep them both.
Jorgamo just going for a solo. Baby did that last round, so they're trying to test the waters with being able to just walk somebody into market. This time, it is very much held by 2G, and they pay for it with the
We're probably
duelist.
going head to head, I guess.
Still have that operator
After
we
that.
mentioned before, so we'll see if this gets a pick. They're going to work that towards tree. Spike may be alone towards A main, so they got to be careful with this full movement until the rest of G2 is ready.
And that's
Great,
probably
Joe
what's
down.
missing, that smoke that was just thrown here by Valiant at M3. That probably would have given a chance here for Jorgamo to really focus on one area at a time. But they're also just trying to surprise here and figure out where the
Yeah, they just.
Yeah.
Hunter's Fury could be positioned. Now they still don't know that he's playing towards that spawn, and they're running that clock down, giving a
He's
chance for the
paranoid,
Hunter's
this
Fury
could
to
be
get
rough.
full value for 2G.
Oh, they're going right around the outside to top.
Valen has the spike, so if he
Now
dies, they'll have a
Heaven
lot of
is
trouble
covered.
time.
What a crunch here onto the A site. 8 seconds left. It's not the first time we've seen the clock getting down to the pressure cooker here for the side of G2's takes. And they're got to try to find that plan. It is 5
They have
seconds left to
double
go, so they were still clean on it.
They have
Now
a double
3
up
members
Salvia.
of 2G trying to set themselves up here. 4 actually, as we see Silence just hiding under one of those mini-map icons. He's still going. The operator fight inside the site while he's trying to dodge the Hunter's Fury. They're just making this impossible for G2 to hold. And it, honestly, with how much chaos G2 was running under,
We go back and
G2
forth again.
2G
But again, as
looked
soon
like
as
there were
G2
walls
get
into
onto
the
the fence, I feel like
If
5
anything,
is
though,
going
in
to
a
be good.
4
Like playing
versus
against
1,
Chamber,
Unk
Yoru,
shows that he
Vice.
still somewhat has it. 2
Yeah.
clean
That's not
shots
gonna
there
be
on the top
fun.
of Heaven, and that's
When
what I
you're
was
playing
questioning
a
before.
default comp.
You mentioned it. There was only 10 seconds left
That's
before
not gonna
G2
be
actually
fun when you're
engaged
playing
and
a
went
comp
into the
from
site for a
the
plant.
Nixon
But
era.
Wise actually moved up all the way up towards Heaven to support the team instead of playing their Hunter's Fury towards that spawn. Thankfully, though, he's able to rotate back when they're playing the retake, and then finally get some value out of that. Gets one ping there onto Baby Bay, and confirms now 2G's flood back into the site for that retake into tie the
Yeah.
game 4-4. Up on Catwalk though, first look, and it works. Baby Bay's already down.
Stop. That's why I like
Gonna
that
fight
Vice
back
flash that
and
he did
forth.
earlier, where you
Love
flash
to
in.
see it here between the two operas, and Silence comes up
That's a
big.
nice idea, but
And
it is
remember,
Miko,
this
so.
this is a continuous switch of their duelists, and the maps that can play Yoru
But
and
you
Neon.
take
You
yourself
see
from a
Spike
year
going
ago,
back
the
to
instant
duelist,
method
Silence
would
on the
become
jet
kind of
map. So on and off, these guys got to be ready to
I
play
think
whatever.
finally we just
Ascent is
moved
first,
into a
and Silence was definitely ready with that off. They're going to be ready for this push
Well,
through market.
realizing
Gobert
that
already takes down Valen.
There's
the
3
old
players
pump.
there on the side of 2G as
Always the
well as
best. Not often
defense,
you get
so
a fucking
coming
KO
out here for
nade.
the timeout, add
underhand.
another body into this,
It's a
making
rare
sure
one.
here that you have flashes to support to play from behind of the site.
Yeah.
Maybe that's going to be a common trend out for 2G the more we continue on to the rest of this half on their defense. That said, though, G2 still finds an
Coughing
opening.
Baby
They've
Bay
made it now
versus
towards
Coughing
this
Baby.
Garden. Yeah, Stingers to work with, Steel Garden as well. I don't think you'll use it. You're going to just have to try to open things up
Expected a
first.
stomp.
and
I mean, I still think.
not gonna
Well,
happen.
one, I would
Opposite's already
say
there, posted up with the op.
you do just want to plant here. if
Yeah.
possible.
Just making them.
One, I would
beat.
say 2G
2G.
aren't that bad. Now that they
With
have
the first round, they lost the
Spike,
second,
like
but
Spike
now
is
they
a
grab
tier
the
1
lead
player.
back here,
You know what I mean? Like,
5-4.
if 2G go down,
As the game continues to get evened
I mean,
up,
God,
though, so we'll have to
please,
see what G2 has
so
for us on the next
surely
round.
someone,
Operator still lives on
Furia,
the map for
please
both
just pick up Spike.
sides, so
I mean, that's the thing. If
expect this
2G go
battle to
down and a
continue.
Brazilian team
Definitely
doesn't come
something
up,
that Valen
like they
mentioned
could,
here on
have, like
G2 side to
Furia
talk
could
about
actually make a
2G is
decent
that
team.
nothing's a free win going into the split, especially with Spike being able to have his time to shine here on the stage.
Or if like, or if Les comes back
Here
as
it's
well.
not going to be an easy fight.
Sibo!
They still want to win it though. Both of these teams are still looking for
Thanks for the 8
their
months.
first victory this split with a rookie playing as a
Do I
fifth.
hate Spike?
Spike
No, I
on one
like
side,
Spike.
Baby
I
Bay
think
on
he's
the
good.
other. And for this round though, we're back with the judge, Jorgamo. With the Elton judge. But they're playing a 4-1 on that side.
Yeah.
He's trying to find info towards his A side.
Yeah,
maybe
and
where the upper
Silence.
could
Like
be.
both of them would
But still has a
instantly
TP
be
for them to pitch
picked up
back into
hopefully
this
by
new
some
site.
one of the Brazilian
Well,
teams.
that positioning
But
right
they
now,
do go back down.
they're not going to move it. So
Like,
they go
it-
back for the same play.
we
but this
might
time Dimensional
concentrate the
Drift goes for
Brazilian
mid.
talent
Last time we saw
on
this, Jorgamo
less
went down and
teams
it
so
was
that they can
towards
actually
A.
be decent.
So this B hit has to be quick behind him. Oh my gosh! Nuclear
Didn't
from
even need the
Jorgamo as the
voiceover.
Steel Garden goes down, and nobody's even
Again,
looking
G2 have just
or
had enough
aware
of
that he's
these
gonna
kind
be
of
popping
nice
out.
rounds, particularly these 2 all rounds they've
Crystal
had.
clear and perfect protocol there coming in from the side of G2. A spike is planted, and 2G is just trying to recoup and figure out what they have left for this, and that's not going to be an LZ.
Yeah, I was going to say this probably had to be a instant save on a 5 versus 3 there for G2. And 2G forcing a save when you have full HP across the board on the attack side on the post plan. A different look from how you saw they open up this B site. Although they're still trying to fight for exits. There you go. Finally falling back. But G2's on a hunt.
Who gets it? Who wants to be first? All thorns here for Trent.
Exactly.
Yeah, Trent could get it. Yeah, he's like mid maybe.
But after losing a second player there, and you see the econ that's left now for G2, you don't want to chase anymore for these kills. You need these weapons going to the next round. But just to point back here on the execution that you had from the B site on G2, instead of using, you know, they didn't have that combination.
Jonah trolling my VFL right now.
Drift. But he found enough information here.
But this is the thing I say about these picks, man. Like the Jonas of the world, the Zelsis. I mean, Zelsis again, I think, is a bit of a different case because he's using
actually a combo
Sen should win every
never
single
seen
game.
work that well. Just absolute scatter
Zelsis,
protocol going
Boo,
into 2G.
Boaster.
Yeah, he's like, well, I
Like
can't
you'll
do
get
much
some
about
points,
anyways.
but
And to the credit again to 2G though, they played on the top of the staircase trying to play inside the cages to fight.
Kron only got
So you
7.
did definitely see
She's
that
on
they didn't try
Luxo.
to turtle back right in as soon as the execution came thugh. They tried to fight, but you tried
Did
to
I
go
do a
against your
Brexit tackle?
world,
I mean,
which
it's on
Fortune
AstroTurf,
kind of
so
followed the
a
plans
Brexit tackle to
of
me
them
is
trying to play that
definitely a
forward
slide
angle and a
tackle. I
B-side
can't say I
defense.
did.
So G2 getting 5 rounds on the attack. It looks like a close game so far, but 5 rounds on the attack with this comp for G2. They're in a great spot here for the defensive
very
side.
strong. Especially, the Vise having the chamber, you pretty much direct the hand of your opponent with that. If they're playing the defense right, and Valen's gonna shut down LZ right away towards Wine.
And that's the heads-up play from G2. You understand here that you have Trent towards middle, reconning, out-droning for information on Catwalk and main, so you don't have that recon dart for A side.
Do have the up on this line.
So you make sure that you clear those corners, and G2's always that team that's heavily protocoled, so they know about these peaks, these angles.
It's 11 rounds in. It's the first time they've really had to push and clear that area. It's usually just been Trent with the spike. If 4 go tree, yeah, they're always aware.
Just comes to show that G2's never complacent here in protocols.
Can't be. You have to expect somebody around the corner every single time.
The crazy,
off
but Baby Bay's got him.
Baby Bay definitely on for that one on Silence, getting a bit of revenge. As now it's just kind of delayed defense and that utility coming out as the spike gets planted straight underneath. They still have Baby Bay and one more lurk actually coming in from Jonah P. That's going to be very silent. He has a lurk on him though. God, they are thinking through this multiple times.
That's your Jonah kill.
How does he know? How does Jonah look back to know that there was somebody pushing? Probably had the wall up actually on that B side.
And here, Prize jump. He's just denied the flank of 2 people. Incredible stuff here as G2 has such control
Joe's having a good
over the
game.
map.
Haven't
after
seen
these
many
few
Jorgamos,
rounds,
but he
and
seems to be
this
somewhat back.
might be that gap they need to start running away.
Valen was the only one that got chip damage on that battle into Wine against LZ. The rest of them still full health, so the money's looking very good for G2 for the last round of the half. That said, Jonah to pick up those last 2 kills at the end of the previous round. That was just
again, I do think this is a strange map pick from them. I wouldn't have picked the one map where Baby Bay looks
If
comfortable.
you're looking at it, no, it's Baby Bay. You know your own name, Baby Bay. But that said, looking back at it, you're looking at the econ that you have.
Maybe he's
for 2G.
9
They
and
needed
8.
Those weapons.
Hold on, he's
LZ
popping
and
off.
Gobera only have Sherris to work with. Still sacrificing a lot of econ for the op out for Silence.
Yeah, it's the ones where they actually outjoin on the
Good,
bench.
though. He'll get Blade Storm, give the op to somebody else. This is a roster that can play
Is Apex the
multiple
worst
ops.
team?
Him, Spike.
No, don't do Fury or dirty like that. Actually, no, right? Like, the thing about the Apex game, again, like, when I rewatched it, I said, was it the worst game of all time? Because there was a lot of individual errors, and it was quite funny.
There was a bigger lead in that game, though.
Pretty
Here,
glue.
6-5. Can 2G make it 6-6? You
But
already mentioned that 6 on the attack side for G2 is going to be a huge boom
actually,
as they go on to defense and can actually play a little bit slower if they want. Right now, they are trying to make a move towards B. They haven't done too
They
much
had a
faking
lot of
here.
rounds
They can
where
make
it's like
cut noise
actually
and go somewhere else
quite
completely, but
good.
we'll see how this one works.
Like, that's the thing. It was like they had
Right
no
off that
like
gut, mid
average
for a few of
rounds,
these is
if
being
you get what I
made
mean.
hit. Yeah.
Throws a turret, but it doesn't actually
Baby Bay
spot
dies here 100%.
Silence.
He eventually will round that corner.
Could be the final op trade of the half.
How the fuck did they know?
Oh, Silence gets hit. He's going to get the one-way coming off with a Cypher trap rather. Nice job by Gobera to activate and help the team out. Watch out, though. Jorgamo's in spawn. Jorgamo's creeping. He's trying to get to the alley, and he's able to take one down already as G2
not even on time, but like 5-man group
No,
slow
this is very,
them out.
very finesse.
Come up huge.
Almost one shot comes through, but then he is taken down. Trent
Another 1v1.
doubling up on the Arsenal. Another red clock goes down as the spike hits. Almost a chalk dart coming in to help finalize this with 11 HP. Price
All right,
just
show us why you're the best in the whole world, or used to be.
Trent's knee here.
All
And
right.
he can. He gets the headshot.
No.
Over damage
6-6,
on that
but I
one.
think 6 is good. 6 is good.
For 2G versus G2.
So much stall coming through from what should have happened there for Gobert. He
6
only had a
is
sheriff
good,
to work with,
surely.
but had Yuto
Surely,
at least to
right,
have
guys?
that silence to get the opener and delay enough
Yeah,
here
I
to
like
again
that front.
allow
That's
a
good
last
tech.
second
To fake the
1v1
jump,
to go
yeah.
in favor of 2G.
Yeah, the difference is Fnatic bullshit their way to winning those rounds. That's the difference.
A lot of tight rounds here towards the end with the op being out.
Say
It
again?
slowed things
The difference
down.
is
I wonder if that's
Fnatic
what we'll
bullshit their
see
way to winning those
as we
rounds.
come into the second half.
Yeah,
a lot of
yeah.
1v1s.
Yeah.
Coming
There's a
out
bit of
here
bullshit
too.
there at the end of that one.
Few star moments, and that's what we hope to get as we
Lads, look, give me some fucking money. Let me make some fucking money, please. Help me. Support the channel. Like what? Nothing is going on. I'm gonna need to wait. I'll wait for the ads. Is the ads over yet? Still got a minute left. I'm subbed. No, if you're subbed. Well, that's the thing. Some people who are subbed on some channels, honestly, some channels, if you sub, you still get ads.
Some support.
I wouldn't do that to you. Is that a thing? Yeah, I could turn that on if you want. Yeah, you can give ads subs.
You lose the round. You lose the game.
Hazi
It's an FPS game.
Kabebeha, thanks for the 6 months. You want me to do it? Turn it on? I don't remember. Where is it? Probably in monetization, I would guess. Ads, probably. Where is it? Yeah, I don't have ad menu. Fucking hell. God, these Twitch dashboard, it's such a fucking... I've seen it before, and I don't know what it's under. Maybe they changed it. Maybe it's under subs?
Is also
Oh,
fresh now,
ad-free
so good to
viewing.
see
There
these
it is,
guys
yeah. Allow
getting
subs to
into
watch your
And they also
content on your
requires
channel
that from
ad-free.
after
I can
price
turn that
up
off
for
if you want.
Korea.
Yeah.
I can turn it off. Do you want me to?
80% back into your Ascension roster.
I would do it for YouTube as well.
Gobert instead, but at least the synergy's still there
But I
for these
can't.
four players, and it starts
That's
off
not an option
with
on
an
YouTube.
A-side
If anyone ever does tell me that that's an
Alan
option on
being
YouTube, by the
challenged,
way,
falls
if
back,
they
but Baby
update
playing
that
out in the
for
open.
members, I will do it.
Nice shot by Baby. Very dangerous spot to play after one frag, actually, but he's going to stay. He's going to bide his time, and he's going to make it work with the rest of the util coming through a smoke at door.
Okay, now they're
And
just
that's
gonna-
where everybody's
You want me to
focus
turn
was,
it
even
off?
with Baby Bay up top. So a little
I mean, that's the thing, though.
miscommunication
I
with
don't put on
2G.
the auto ads
Little
either.
aim lab there for
That's
Baby.
why I say to the
Saw
people
the
who are like
laser lines
lads.
being thrown all the way from the B site here from Jonah to just support
You're
and
just
slow
supporting
down
the channel.
A-side hit.
And again, you're not
Spikes down
missing
the
shit.
open, Gobert
Like, I don't run the ads long enough to where you
He's
miss
up against the
anything.
world,
Just literally just
and
go and
it's
fucking get a
being
drink.
watched
It's half
like
time.
hawks.
You
They're
miss
trying to have
nothing.
Baby Bay go for the hunt, but Trent's gonna pick it up. Wow. Interesting buy that you see come out from G2.
But go on, I'll turn it
Usually
off.
BBB
I'll
goes
turn it
for
off.
the headhunter
And
bullets
after
with
this
the
map,
shield
I'll
instead
turn it off
pays
and
for the
give you
ghost.
the subs
But
ads.
he's also played it more
You can all
passively this time
suffer.
around on the A side, so they want to leverage him to be kind of like that bait on the top of the A site.
Yeah.
And have the rest try to just swing out right after, and it worked out.
One of the things you notice about Leaf as well when he plays, he usually is anchoring a site on that Cypher or something, saying like a Lotus or what have you. Yeah, he stays and he continues to fight, and the team trusts in that. So I think it's nice that they still have that, and Baby Bay to be able to be alive in those moments, create the chaos, and still be in a pretty open position that would be very advantageous for your opponents to go for. I mean, why not? Guys standing in the open, and they just make it work.
This is where it gets difficult to play against this double
You greedy
Senti
Tory.
comp when you have a
I just want to
Jordan.
show you that
Two
it is
players now
possible
pushing
to
down,
do.
finding angles, could be in range to TP away.
Bet yourself VFL
Thankfully,
cookies
one
to
flash
Facebook.
pushes
I
them
don't.
both away.
I've,
Base still in line to look back towards tiles.
the only advertisements I've
That
ever done for
potentially could force
VFL have
just
been
2G.
Yeah,
Start prodding
shows
for
them.
information and looking for maybe
plat
warp
chat.
control towards his
Yeah.
B site. Actually, it looks like they already took it already at the beginning of the round.
Oopsies.
No, Whale, thanks for the 35 months. I mean, you're going to be part of it.
Thankfully, too
I'm going to
far
give
out
you
of range
one
to be heard here on the
ad.
side of
You're
GT,
all going to
so
get one batch
it's
of
still
ads
creep up.
together. And then I'm going to turn it back on.
Cats watched. Oh, that angle just
So you can
falls
see that
off
that
as they're
is an
trying to look
option.
for this 45-second timing. The last bit of the signatures being up and abilities able to be used before the spike can go down.
I mean, yeah, I
So
guess
up,
if you
so
got
now they
YouTube
hit.
Premium, you
Talking
don't
about
get
the
ads.
TP across
Here he
and
is.
3 players inside the site now.
They don't even scatter. Oh, Spike actually catches the top of Jonah B there. His prize pushes in on the Baby Bay, trying to get the outlaw ready. Trent blind, looking for a shot here. Goes for the scatter, but he is able to find his aim, but Prize trades it back. And now they get a breather in sight here. Everybody just continues to be blind in these situations.
Dude, Prize is
So
looking
many
pretty good
flashes
this
to
game.
continue to
That-
turn
that-
for,
that
but
got
all you have to
close.
see
That
is
got
Valen
close.
getting the final
Yeah.
kill of the round to bring it to 8-6.
If
For the
there's
guy
anything
who, like, got
positive so
traded
far
off the
out of,
worst team in the
2G on
league,
how they're
like-
currently playing their game against G2. The
It's
top rated
kinda-
team that we have in the Americas,
it's now
the
off.
Not
winners that
bad.
won, split
Now
one, and also
off.
kickoff, is that 2G still thrive very well under the chaos. You saw their matchup
Yeah.
against EG last week as
I could
well,
only
getting so
allow
much value
subs
just
to
on
watch my past
classics,
broadcasts.
no
Should I
armors,
turn
and
that on?
openers the way that they did.
Just
Still
no
gives
one
yourself
can
a
go
little bit
back.
of
I mean,
hope and
who's
hope
watching
now for
VODs
2G's
on
performances
Twitch?
moving forward in this series against G2.
Like
Angle
who? Like the
being-
VODs are on
and I love the
YouTube.
camera.
Why would you watch a
It doesn't
VOD on
allow your
Twitch?
Baby Bay to
That
get full
honestly,
position right into
that-
the line
that's
to look
crazy.
towards B main, but
Why are you
still
watching
inserted
VODs on Twitch?
The classic weapon that Jorgamo has
I was
on
trying
this
to get a
map.
kill with a classic. Where has he got that kill? How's he got
A
it?
cheeky kill there from Cat side. Trent just using the classic apparently. All right. Okay, goes either through a falling smoke
Why
or
not?
just
Because the
through a smoke
YouTube
altogether.
VODs are just way better than the Twitch VODs.
Activate the wall, just playing games right now with that mid side, seeing if they can get G2 uncomfortable in their own defense.
G2's in a great spot, though. You
They
saw
are.
Jorgamo jumped and TP'd away to look for information, saw nothing, and then the wall went up
For
towards
chat?
middle, so they know there's more of a lean towards middle and A site, so they still have players on mid and A. Little did they know, though, a slow pivot's coming through now as Prize is moving there with the B site. Database holding it solo now.
Ads lesser on Twitch? I mean, to be honest, that might be true. I can't verify or deny that, to be
As we
honest.
see Baby Bay, or sorry, Silence
Because I
rather
don't
try
watch,
to make
I
this
don't watch
aggression
VODs on
towards
Twitch,
mid.
so I don't know.
It just wasn't confirmed.
I mean,
that
to be
they could
fair,
get out
I don't watch
safely.
many VODs of any stream.
What is
Who am I watching
slight
VODs of?
insert
To be
here
a
at
stream.
that A main. They've had some knowledge from LZ, and it's going to be the call from the
Well,
IGL to
react
come all the
challenge.
way back. Silence, beautiful shock dart to
Still has a
train that
fucking
and get
classic.
Valen a little bit tendered on that shot. They take him
They have
down.
done some damage here, baby.
Pulled now by Gobera in mid, and what a change across the map from 2G to bring it to 10-second plant.
A late lurk
Yeah,
coming up from
the
Gobera, but misses a shot. Gives a chance now for Baby Bay to lock it down.
He has the angle. Jonah P's already through, but he's actually quite low. They don't want to offer a spam back just yet. Baby Bay hits Gobera. Do they activate in sight? No, they're completely patient.
Got the cardboard judge.
Still got Jorgamo as well. Clone and drone trying to get into the site. Jenny is going to be the focus for that first kill, but 2G is just able
let's
to
see if he can do
find
it.
each target, mark
No,
it, and
no,
take
it's
it down. 20 health for
You
Baby
can
Bay.
kill
You're
him
just
on
seeing the
that
top
angle, you can
of
kill him.
Silent's head, but that's going to be peeking out a second
Bro,
later to get the
he ain't
3K
winning that.
to get the round here for the side
He's
of
just gonna
2G.
pixel shot and then do a 3
finishing on a 2
millisecond flick,
versus
man.
1
It's
for 2G. That was
so
great
easy.
map manipulation on the side of the attack of what
Yes.
they did there on that side.
I mean, yeah, they're
Really
genuinely like,
surprised about that
that was
one.
a
And
classic
again,
getting
I was
that.
as well with
Must have been
talking
1
about
HP.
that manipulation from 2G on the attack side, and also anticipating. I thought it was GG already.
Okay,
when
this is the
they're
round
playing
where I
close
think
range with a
G2
bookie,
starts
close
to run
range
away
with a
with it,
judge on both Jorgamo and Valen. But they
Surely.
used great utility to find out all of this information and then move in as a team right after. Very nice. This has to continue on now for 2G on the attack side, and it will give a bit of a loop for G2 to work with, but a
You're
trade-off to
playing
kick
double
things
Senti.
off on the
You
A
don't
side.
need to do that shit.
Jorgamo for Valen there. Taking out the duelist to get the flashes back into the site. Now only a paranoia here from Valen. as 2G planned their attack.
Why are you both
They
playing
actually
here
have
when you've got a chamber trip?
Easy sight as they'll run parallel to G2's defense on this if they do decide to go in right now. That's only for us to know and them to find out, as it's a slow take with the drone. But kind of textbook nonetheless as they dive into the site here.
Playing retake here, but
Okay, Valen quickly stepping out, seeing the Jenny dash from Silence, is able to take that one down, read it before it even happened. And they will just wait here. Shock Dart goes through, tagging Valen a little bit, but it's worth the damage that follows. We got Prize.
No, they had already looked towards
very, very low right
before.
now,
Didn't
and the rest of the players trying to get a spot to defend.
Yeah, the Shock Dart just allowed 2G to close the door is a big thing for them to hold in the pulse plan, especially now at a 3 versus 4 low HP on the initiator. As you mentioned here, Riv being Prize. The 2 players inside the site have to come up huge.
I mean,
Missed time there on that push.
They're all just waterfalling into the site. Now. What's going to be the push? What's going to be the play? Valen goes down. Prize actually gets a kill. Low NHP, but he's still finding frags right now from outside the site. They're playing cat and mouse as they show themselves and then hide. But Jonah P still able to find the mark. Takedown 2. And the defuse will come through here as they trade that over to the Vise. 1 away from ultimate here with 9 rounds to G2.
Justin Devad, thanks for the
2G, knowing that
14
they're playing at a disadvantage,
months.
tried to go for a hero play, a pop flash, so that LZ can try to go through tree for that fight. But unfortunately missed the timing, he got full blinded.
That's crazy.
But you still
That's
saw through the
crazy,
scrappiness
Bobel.
of how good it looked here on the side of 2G with these fights.
Nice, Jonah!
Yeah, that was absolutely huge. You can see how much it meant to Valen and the squad. They've realized the severity, the closeness of this game, I should say, and how much G2 continues to creep back on these rounds that are unexpected.
But you got to build up the money if you're
one of these Sheriff rounds could do some damage as well, so you'll see G2 playing it decently safe with cover on each other. Jorgamo wanted a mid look first, but he's out of there.
That's one
I think
team
Joe honestly could
for
have sat there,
Recon
to
and
be
Flash.
With the smoke there, you can just kind of sit
Probably gonna
inside.
have to wait for this to reset a little bit more now for 2G. Going for it.
Thorn
A
pop.
Hunter Sphere to open up the site.
Ooh, a little messy by Trent, but
Difficult. That first one missed, so they didn't expect anybody to be there. And the trade does not come through. Silence goes down, and it is very hard to get into an ascent site if you don't have your jet dash, and you're going to have something creating chaos. So this is going to cause everything. Yeah, they have to use everything to get in, and they may not have much for the retake now.
Only a knife available in a Recon on the side. Thankfully, share is for 2 players on the attack for 2G. And you know they could be good here with these pistols.
2 covering door.
Yeah,
They want to
taking
almost
their
collapse
time.
back out of the site and be able to play retake, but the door is not ready to be taken. There's no util to see what's on the other side. Trent starts him off with 1. A headshot does come
just
through
an underguns, nice.
from the classic.
Nice retake by
It's
G2.
not going to do enough.
And as
It's
I
not
said,
going to
once
do
they got to this
anything as
defense
the
side and the
defuse for
guns came
G2
out,
happens once again. And they're just going to
don't
go
know
ahead and go
about
up. Oh,
how
Valen.
I feel about
Going to give it to Jorgamo.
2G's
And make sure that ult is close again. 10-7 now. And
Now that
G2 are
their
starting
money
to
will
feel
be
the
built up
protocols.
pretty
We see how
heavy
smooth they're
too.
coming in.
Yeah, you're starting to see even if Baby Bay was closer here to getting the ult on the side of the chamber, you still want to give it to Jorgamo because Baby Bay still has his off going into this round. Still probably has op money going to the next round too, so they could actually salvage that econ a little bit better on that side. And
take a timeout. But yeah, G2 just kind of look just a step above. Again, it's not that 2G are bad, but I just think that G2 are just that
You may
one
not
step
believe
ahead.
this, but I slept right after the Gang vs G series to Earthstream and I've just woken up.
What? After the Genji GE series?
As an on-Brit and off-topic,
When
how
that
about
ends?
some ramble about British politics?
I did about 12. So you slept for like 10.5 hours. I mean, look, I can't say much because I definitely have slept 10.5 hours before. Sometimes you're just fucking giga tired. I've slept that long. Fuck, I've slept 12 hours sometimes. My body will just fucking... I could hibernate. I've slept 12 hours when not being sick. Genuine. I've slept 12 hours. Nothing wrong with me. It's just like... Well, to be honest, it probably happens once a year that I do that.
and changing things up, RG2. Baby Bay is always
Is
in
it under
different spots
Oh,
here
oh,
with-
if I'm asleep,
where the Chamber's position, where his
if
TP's
I'm asleep
position.
in my
If you're looking
bed,
at where he's playing right now too, he's playing an off angle on
or
that side
somewhere
towards
that
the
I'm
back of the B
familiar,
side, but if he's being pressured, he could
very
fall back into an
it's
angle
gonna
to
have to
TP
be
back
something
into the
fucking
B side.
pretty
He can
loud.
play the retake,
I mean,
he
my
can get
girlfriend,
TP here
like,
with the ult for a
well,
huge retake
you know,
play.
she goes to work and gets up, you know, at half
Start
6 or
things off,
whatever.
lots of utility
She'll
used,
fully like
forcing
get ready,
Jorgamo back towards
you know,
that
get
B
out
side
of bed.
first.
I'm not fucking.
But you still have great
Nothing's
second
waking me up.
utility on the side of G2 to find that
I'm
passive
completely out.
information where that
Literally
alert could be,
nothing.
where the push could be coming from. And the L drone seeing nothing. That's an A-side hit.
Drone. Little pop flash. Throws it.
I
Spike,
don't
gets the
understand what
tracer shot,
G2's doing
takes
there,
down
actually. It makes
Trent.
no sense to me.
And that's
They are
gonna be
playing
no
very
trouble
heavy
for the
retake, aren't they?
A
In the double
really
center.
nice
Yeah, but also,
1, 2,
like,
3 activation
you've
here.
invested
2G's
Viswall into
been
tree anyways. Like, why does
Yeah,
Trent
they
even
seem
have
to
to play
just
there?
think that
Somewhere a
tree
little
is like,
noise.
hey, if they don't
Enough
have
to
a tree, we
activate
win.
G2's defense here.
Yeah.
They get to the front door.
They
and just break
droned
it down.
past it too. It's
That's
like,
three
hey, you guys are
pistols playing towards
spending.
Hell.
Yeah, they
LZ
had
TP'd away
championship
from it, though.
battles
Still
also.
has his Vandal in the back of Hell.
Yeah, what's the point?
LZ with one. Still looking for another one.
Nice
Almost
play by
gets
LZ,
it.
though,
It's
the
going
ult.
to be the shorty drop from Baby Bay as
Yeah.
they get into the site
Actually,
now.
yeah.
It's Gobert and
I don't
Prize.
think it matters. Then G2 just
Prize
won this.
finds just that with one onto Baby Bay, and now it's up to the IGL.
Is gonna force Gobert in? Yeah,
Keep it
dude.
going. That is a very ambitious move by Gobert
As a
without a
number
trade
and off
possible.
topic,
He
how about
missed
some
the
ramble about
timing on the
British
dart. I
politics?
think they called for it, but not the drop timing. Fake
One,
diffuses come out.
two,
This is going to be
three.
Prize's jump
Nice
game.
try.
If he can
Good
do
for
it,
Prize.
he gets the
Yo,
swing,
Prize.
he gets the kill.
What the fuck?
This
It's
guy
up the crowd.
is
If
starting for
anything,
me
that
against
was
Fury.
perfect
This
coming out from
guy,
Prize.
Yeah.
The dart
I need him
going
to pop
inside
off.
that smoke, not
Not this
getting
week.
shot, not
Seriously,
getting
you
yo.
can
killed.
sleep this rest of this
Knows
week.
that
I've
Valve
seen
is
enough.
playing outside
You're
of that
starting.
smoke, so you can
You're
find
in.
the time to his favor. But
Make the
LZ is
call.
rolling back the years. Remember the days where you
Yeah,
have
just
an Omen
spamming
TP
with a
lane
Yeah,
Vandal
also
with
avoid
KJ
Visor,
ult, so
really
you
good
get
by
translated
LZ.
at the right moment,
Kind of
you
won them
still
that
have-
round,
you're
to
not
be honest.
detained, you still
I mean,
play
obviously
inside
Price
G2.
plays it well
He's
at the
able to
end,
do that.
but
TP's
Surely
away
this
from a
round doesn't
steal guard
matter.
from Jonah B.
Surely.
Has the Vandal down towards Hell.
You want
He
me
gets
to
2
talk
kills
about
on top of that for 2G to hold the
British
pole
politics? God, I don't want to be
Very
fucking
nicely done.
depressed.
Costly, but still
Bro,
around.
I mean,
and
Labour are
G2's
doing
economy
shit.
is low.
Like, look, I'm worried
Like they
because
want
the
tiles
next
control. This
election
Jorgamo
will
has not
almost
pushed
certainly
out
be
this far
Reform versus
yet in
Labour.
the round, and he is
And that
going to get
makes me
hungry.
concerned,
Takes a lot
because that
of
means
damage.
that
Almost
I
goes down on that,
probably have
and
to
now it's
vote
going to be the hit
Labour.
coming in from Trent. What he's known for best, and he does take
To be
pride
honest,
he
down.
doesn't even throw a
immediately.
third one.
And that's what G2
Fuck
looks
it,
like
we
when
don't
they're
need
angry.
three.
2
Almost
down
certainly.
before 25 seconds.
Playing against Silence, though. Nice turn away to flick back to get that pick onto Baby Bay.
No, I'm not a
I love
Tory
here
through
that
and
Trent
through.
didn't overextend his stay for the
I've
third
never
game.
voted
Gets
Conservative.
the big
To
plays,
be fair, I
play
didn't
the
vote
number
Labour
advantage.
in this last election either.
Despite the loss of Baby Bay, they still play one player up on the defense for G2.
I voted Lib Dem
Nice look for the chip damage.
because I didn't particularly like
Silence
the
still
Labour
alive, so they
manifesto,
can look
and
to
that is
break on
somewhat
the site
playing
here
out.
in some way, but it'd be tough without enough control behind him. Right now, they're just holding angles. I think we're going to get like a 25-second hit here. Oof. Maybe even sooner, as they have to make a try now. And Trent
Can't
just
be
has
Green
the
point.
angle.
I would vote Green, but
ready for
there's
Valen to
just
help
some
and
things
wind
that I
if
just
need be.
can't.
Been sticking out.
I can't
If
agree
need
with
be. Not
anyone.
needed. 3 for Trent.
I just
Picks that one up.
the thing that annoys me
Even
about
after the
pretty much every
timeout,
Green
G2
party,
are
and if
able
you're
to push
German,
it
this
to
especially
11.
happened in Germany.
2G did
I can't
strike back,
get
and they
over
find that again.
Very nice angle being held out by
The
Trent.
uncompromising
He's looking
position
for
of
out
them
from
being
the corner
like
here, sees that barrel of
anti-nuclear
weapon from
energy.
Silence and lines up the last
I just
2
can't
kills.
get over that. Like, I
This
know
is
it's
the
not
thing, though, for
perfect,
2G.
but you know
Yes,
what
they
it's
got
better than?
surprised here by
Coal.
Jorgamo walking on opposite
You know what it's
Rosa,
better
but
than?
This is something that
Coal,
G2 has done a
motherfucker.
bit, not every single round.
You know
but
what's
they
better
have
for the
had
environment?
Jorgamo and Baby Bay
Coal.
walk out
And
of
it
this
fucking,
middle
it, like,
and
honestly
dominate.
annoys me so much.
And
Of like,
initiate
yeah, I
that
understand.
close fight
It's not
allows
a
Trent to get a lot
perfect
of
solution.
value out
I
of that Hunter's
understand.
Fury.
I get it.
For G2
Ideally,
here,
we're on
getting closer
full
to close
wind,
out this
solar,
first map.
you know,
Again,
renewables.
Jorgamo's looking for
100%.
a
I'm
little bit
totally
of a
with you.
stroll outside
But guess
of mid.
what?
Instead,
We ain't
it's a
there yet.
recon
We ain't there
flash
yet.
Just to get information, they see nothing there.
And so for
looking to
now,
rotate
why
through
not
the
just
box.
pick
Now
the
G2's
option
playing
that is
on
clearly
extremities,
the least
but
bad?
Silence gets an opener,
It
and that's
fucking
Baby
does my
gone.
head in.
10 HP on that, lot. So you can see what they're going through just to get these early kills, just to take G2 out of their defensive position. They had to go searching. So now they move back towards Cat, back towards that mid area. They love having the mid presence. It has helped.
Do you know that it's estimated that since Germany got rid of their nuclear power plants, like 100,000 people have died from worse air quality in Germany?
Wall on their way there.
Anyone on pressure, Jonah P after spotting him first. There's the pincer though. Thankfully, they close the door for the side of G2, so they stall it even more. They have 2 players in the back of the site now as Valen TPs across the back of the site to support. Knife finds information though, so it's up to Trent to maybe try to get a surprise kill. Recon to help out.
There was nice paranoia through the back, pushed him out to the side, and they were able to get the kill. Nice ping. He knows what the actual play is, and Jonah.
Well, I mean, there you go. Whoever had Jonah on their team, that's a bit of fun. He's on 16 kills. That's pretty good, to be honest. Probably about 17. There you go.
Classic with cheese, a 3K, and that's going to be Jonah P absolutely holding down the backside. Even with losing the second anchor back there, it didn't matter.
Thankfully, again, to Trent's recon dart, too. Getting a ping.
That was
It's
huge.
warm in my room, so I
First
thought
one being
talking about.
Dashing across, and then the second ping puts Jonah P in a great position here to go for the last two on Prize and Gobera. Patience being displayed.
Let's go, Jonah! Let's go.
Class is in session. The professor is here. That is the stuff. You have Jonah P on pretty much anything. You tell him to play it, he'll play it, and he'll be in the site.
Okay. I thought we were celebrating too much that we didn't buy any armor for 2 players for G2 until we get here in the actual round. But thankfully, it's for sure a full rifle armor round for the defense.
But in Germany, the Conservatives, look, I don't know who shut it down in Germany. I don't know. I'll be honest. I'm not blaming the German Green Party. I just mean that the UK's Green Party
Jorgamo
are anti-nuclear energy. I know that.
So this gives a chance now for 2G to actually start scaling up slowly here. And now drone spots only one. They heard footsteps on top of that, though, so they could identify 2 players up on Sabrosa trying to go for.
I heard the UK doesn't have AC everywhere. Oh, the AC's becoming more common because we're getting more days where it's like pretty fucking hot. I mean, behind me, well, you can't see it now, but behind me up there, there's one.
It's what they have to do.
What do I think of Riot allowing gambling sponsors for Tier 1?
I mean, the fact that nothing really
man, as someone who's
they
like,
know they did a good job on it, right?
Well, again, this is quite interesting. Because I mean, what would happen if like a country banned gambling sponsors?
We're in the mindset.
I mean, is there countries where that is?
It doesn't slow too much down. They do still need to get prizes
over here. There's big talk about doing it in the UK. I doubt we'll do it because gambling.
Jonah P takes down 2. They don't have too much to find in the site without the Sova initiation tool, and Jorgamo drops 2 more.
And only 1 player left on a 1 versus 4. 12 seconds on the clock. 2G are not looking.
There's that dart.
To bring it back exactly. They needed that a little bit earlier. But it's going
But obviously, it's not ideal. But well, no, I fucking hate gambling advertising. I think it should be just fucking banned everywhere. Oh, you're all getting the ad. Shit. You're all getting the ad. I just remembered. Right, I'm going to turn it off. Wait, what happens if I turn it on mid-ad? Did it end the ad? Wait, some of you didn't get it? Maybe it needs to be like on a different stream, I guess. Oh wait. The ad failed to run because the channel recently ran a commercial and is on cooldown. 7 minutes left, you go. Well, maybe it didn't work. Maybe you need to be a different stream. Why would subs get ads? Because you can turn it off, Nick. That's what I was trying to show the people, that you can turn it off. Yeah, some other well-known Valorant streamers might have it off. I know, it's crazy, isn't it? I know that is crazy, isn't it? Shayo, tell me any reason why I should be like super pumped for this game, or VCT Americas in general.
Okay, VCT Americas in general has some very good 50-50 matchups at the cost of days like today. And I get it. We've done our therapy. It's hard to get angry. Upsets might not be possible in America. It's a very therapeutic region. As a result, our comps were also very neutral, tamed. There's not as much emotion. But for every Sen and Fury you watch TMV, you invest in a Leviathan Loud. You invest in a C9 EG slugfest, you know? So think about today as making an investment.
Yeah, but I mean, those games still happen whether I'm here or not. You know what I mean? Like, if I'm not here, those games also happen and I tune in then. And when I am here, I agree. Like, Group Omega, I'm down to watch every single game. Every single game in Group Omega, I think, is interesting. Every single one. Because I don't really trust any of the teams to be very consistently good.
Yes.
But this group, I mean, all of the Sen and 2G games, G2 games, and all of the Furia games, I just don't think will be that interesting, to be honest. I mean, maybe G2 Cloud9 and Sen Cloud9, but I don't have faith in EG either.
I mean, how about being the change you want to see in the world? Why don't you have any G2 players on your roster?
Well, that honestly,
like,
that's a good
make
point.
The games more
honestly,
fun?
That's a fucking great take by you there, Shio, because that's what VFL is there for, really.
That's what it's for.
Is to give you. But the problem is, I've got Cass and Luke Show, so really, I've doubled down
on Omega.
On Omega, I'm gonna be fucking giga interested in Group Omega and asleep for Group Alpha.
Boring.
This is
like if it's boring, this VFL is what makes it fun. You develop something to solve this problem, TMV. You're allergic to peanuts. You develop the EpiPen, and then you keep eating more peanuts.
Wolfram Cube, thanks for the 12 months.
You know what I mean? You're not using your EpiPen.
Yeah. That's a tough life to not use an EpiPen when you're allergic to peanuts.
Yeah.
You know what? You're right. I'm going to start Prize for 2G against Furia, and I am going to be so fucking locked in. That is the game I'm going to be locked in for more. The viewership numbers will be in the floor. They will be lower than Valorant has ever seen. And I'm going to be fucking dialed in. I will be fucking dialed in on that game. Only on one player. I'll be watching his every move.
Yeah.
Overwatch League viewership? What numbers does the Overwatch League put up? I mean, it's not even like a league now, is it?
Project Baby Bay.
Baby Bay in a shed at the back.
Yeah, you know.
We're really going to craft this guy into a tier 1 player by the end of the season.
And it might happen, who knows?
Yeah.
But in this match, it wasn't
Maybe
the
that's what G2 have to do to save America.
It didn't take many rounds for him to
like they're so fucking good. They just keep getting a 5th player.
What does like a big Overwatch tournament, like a big final of an Overwatch tournament? What does that get in the year 2025?
Like, I don't know, FNS next season.
I think even before
like,
we got into this match,
just make America great again. Where have I heard that before? I don't know where I've heard that before, but we can do it, guys. We can do it.
None of the G2 players actually turn up on the day.
Honestly, I'm there. Make America's great again.
We saw in Jorgamo,
yeah,
I'm on for it. Big time for G2 in this one. Got them a lot of rounds off the back of a lot of.
You say you side with MAGA then? Like, let's just make it an acronym. Like, are you a MAGA guy?
You should say this on Plat Chat. I'm a MAGA guy. Make America's great again. Honestly, do it.
I'm actually gonna take this thing to Plat Chat. I got this.
It'd be so funny.
I'm actually down. The one time I'm on America's is this week, so I'm actually gonna do it.
So Jorgamo actually managed to fail to drop the spike, and he tossed all of his guns away as well. So I'm going to walk you through how not to do what Jorgamo did.
God, we got
but
fucking
first of all,
Sideshow playing the
if you
game.
missed it, here's what happened.
Come on.
So he's on the site. They're trying to kind of toss the spike around to make sure they're optimizing ult orbs. And he says, I threw away every gun in the game, which I think is just so funny. But anyway, okay, so how do you make sure that that doesn't happen to yourself? Well, if you're approaching the site, right, normally if you wanted to drop the spike to a teammate, you would press your 4 button, I mean by default, but maybe you've got it around to something else, and then you would throw it away, right? But when you are on the site itself, if you press that button to pull the spike out, let's say you start with a Phantom, you're pressing the button to pull the spike out, well, that's just going to start you planting. So what you need to do, if you ever find yourself in this situation yourself, is to jump and then press the button to pull the spike out. And that's that's now going to put the spike in your hands, and you can just press your drop key and give it to the teammate that actually wants the ult orb. And that's how you avoid a situation where you get, your teammate's like, oh, give me the spike, bro, give me the spike. And you're like,
there's actually a lot of pressure.
Planting, and then you toss all of your guns away, and you're losing your mind, and you don't even have your classic anymore, and you're running around with your knife. Don't let that happen to you. Don't be Jorgamo.
Is that his knife?
Be Jorgamo when he's fragging instead.
Is he using the butterfly knife?
That way,
That's
you'll have a
not
better
Sideshow. This is just a random.
That's Sideshow's account.
We'll have a look at the coach interview, shall we, to see
account.
what 2G's
He doesn't
going
have
for.
that knife.
Sideshow
Sideshow has like 2 skins. One of them is like the initially I thought it was terrible. I thought it was a terrible skin. The like comic book skin, and then I ended up getting it.
Playing that double duelist composition, is that what we should be expecting for this series?
Like it says like boom pow and stuff when you shoot.
It is what is expected, so we're gonna play with this duelist. And yeah, we trained really well all those weeks, and we fixed a lot of things since Tichinha. And yeah, we're feeling ready. We're feeling confident.
Radiant Crisis. But now I've got it, so now I can't blame him.
I just never believe him.
That's so cruel.
Wait, what the fuck?
I don't know. He's just always like, yeah.
He's soft-spoken.
He is. Maybe
but
that's
also,
it.
I think he's done a good job
this
with his team, and that's out of pocket.
Talking about that double duelist though on Haven for them, they went 0-2 last stage on Haven, running double duelist there as well. So I'm very interested to see what happens.
But now they have Spike. Now they have Spike, and I think the double duelists look for them if they do go in that
Fire
direction.
skin?
The only
I mean,
problem for
look,
them
I've
is
got
that
it
G2
now.
are
I
super
fucking
ready
bought it.
because it's a very common composition that you'll see right now. But Silence popped off on map
Yeah,
one.
that's.
Silence is
Is
probably
it
going to be
Zoe?
playing
How do you say her
ISO
name?
here, so I think that's a win condition for them.
She's
Just
on
Silence
EMEA
having
a
good
bit.
game.
Yeah, definitely so.
Last
I
year.
mean, we're moving into
Easy.
Haven as well. Definitely a win con. Not going to add much more than that. Honestly, best of luck to them. Best of luck to them, to be honest, because my
God, it's
presence
just
on
the
the line,
Overwatch League
And on that
rejects.
note, map 2 is coming up after a short
all-
break.
that's all
Don't
we've
go
got
anywhere.
now.
We're going to see you on the other side of this.
Will I watch Sam Fury? No. No. No, I will not. Sam Fury, the only game. Is the only game Fury has won still the one with the tier 2 players? Yeah, I think it is. Yeah. Which is really quite funny, isn't it? How much to make me watch Sam Fury? I mean, the other game is what? T1 Zeta. So it's not that much better, really. But I am very tired from playing football. But it is Meteor versus 10-10. But then Zeta will be shit. Ooh, it's close, isn't it? It's close. I argue Nongshim should be good, though. I'm excited for that one. I like that. I mean, I hope Furia do win. Because honestly, the Furia winning video, that goes hard.
Yo, I'm adding Jack. How do I?
You press the plus.
I'm pressing the plus. It's gonna tell me to call the other group, and I'm gonna do that.
Yeah.
And here we are.
Hello.
Hello.
Sorry for the delay. I was talking about making America's great again. John, what are your thoughts?
Making America's great again?
Yeah.
What are my thoughts on that? Did you
I
say?
didn't tell you like the entire premise of it. I'm just gonna ask you that question straight up.
Making America's great again. They should live do Wordle on stream, I think.
Especially
they
with
should
the
do the
players
duels
just
at the
talking
top.
about how you can
At the
manage
top of the
it, how
show,
time
yeah.
sees down
They
a
should
little
they
bit
should
more.
do the
Even
duels.
when-
at the top of
honestly,
the
when
show.
boring
and
games are
throw
going
them.
on, just randomly
Kinda haunts
swapping,
Trent
like
has
having a little
obviously.
Wordle cam and the
Just the
top
normal ones, but
top
yeah.
left over
Yeah,
the map or
that
something.
would go crazy.
Well, they've been pulling out here.
Hey, that's what I'm
this
saying.
Trent
Just
on
do a little
base
game duel, a
since
little
Masters
poker duel, and
Toronto.
all the
Okay,
duels.
When Teo actually did get the nerf here going into G2's comp. That
We're
said, though,
playing.
nothing really changes for this matchup
Viper
between
Yoru
G2 and
for
2G.
G2. I like the
The
Viper.
Brazilian team still falling behind
They're
by
doing
one
this
map
wall
and
still. They're not.
looking.
They don't trust Gen G. You've figured out this
Well,
map.
that's
I
right.
agree
That's
with
right.
you.
Champions.
I hope they're doing
That's
this all.
what they're aiming for. Trying to make it here to champs will be a great check mark here for
Are
the
they
side
doing that
of the
up? I can't see
Brazilian
it there.
team.
Mentioned that a little bit before.
This is the
Even
best tool.
this win as well against the other Ascension team would boost their mental so much. The team that's taken the last 2 Americas finals.
Be hit.
Be able to
I
carry
just,
that for the
what
rest
happened
of
to the first
season,
map?
Start G2
What went down?
2G off just right.
Oh,
Kind of 2G getting rolled, or?
G2 and a. Okay, honestly, Prize looked good. 2G had some good rounds. But honestly, G2 is just a better team right now.
Yeah,
It's
I think
always there.
2G are like a competitive team.
Now they're trying to break the BC link, but Baby Bay is going to be there to lock it down.
Yeah,
Baby Bay
Bay
had a decent match.
up through the smoke as they just
There were some
continue to get the
concerns about
kills across the
literally
board
just
on
a round or
2G.
two of
They
G2
had the
setups
setup
that
here.
looked
You can
odd,
see
but
with the shock darts with a bit of the spray
we'll
out.
see if it's consistent
They didn't
over
have
time.
enough
What the fuck
control of
is
the
this?
site, and they
Oh,
do
it
not
is.
have control of the round. Fallon with 3, and that's a defuse for G2.
My Zarya player.
Big retake, but look at the HP remaining for those players. It was almost doable in that chaos there for 2G.
Wait,
Also,
what time you got?
something
Oh, well, we'll do it in a minute.
Something that happened to me as well when I came back
Here, trying to get
was,
closer
you know
to
how
the
like
ult on the
Windows
side of
sometimes will
Vice,
give you
and
little news
you look
stories
at
like
it,
in
you
the
still
bottom
have to
left.
commend the amount of practice
The
that
news
has to
story at
come
the bottom
through for
left
the latest player
when
for
I
this
got
side of
back
G2,
was
having to play chamber on certain maps. Viper on load is going now into
Donald Trump has ...
going now into the Vice now.
Oh my god.
I click on it, you know what it was? Donald Trump has arrived in Scotland. How is that fucking news? How is that news?
If the fate of the world rested on it, how would you guys smuggle a full-grown chimpanzee
You know how he
to
wishes he could be a
TSA?
part of it. And he is right now, you know, reminiscing that when he
Through
was playing
TSA?
the phase and
Yeah.
that
Full-
was
a
the way. So it
full-grown
must be awesome to have
chimpanzee.
this team to
Full-grown
play with here,
chimpanzee.
as Jonah Peace starts him
Jesus
off with
Christ.
a stinger, and there's Baby Bay right behind him to help too.
Baby stroller.
And that's the thing. He wants to elevate the game of G2 in terms of what they
There's
can bring
no way.
outside of
You
the
gotta just pay someone off. You gotta get the funding from a billionaire who either believes your story. Find the most gullible billionaire. One.
Okay. There's probably a few of them.
Yeah. Get a load of money.
Right there as he turned around, looked more like
Offer
Tommy than anything.
the various
Might have
members
been
of the
that attack we
TSA
saw.
literal
Grab a
millions,
second round for G2
and they will
here
let you have a
from
chimpanzee
that
on a
defensive
flight.
side.
I guarantee.
Great push towards Garage to hold that
Yeah.
from their defense. Was
Yeah.
really
That's
able to
probably
shut down 2G.
feasibly
So
that's.
what do they do here?
Seems
Is it
like the
gonna be
easiest
playing
way.
every prong of the map,
I'm
or are
just
they
saying,
gonna
a
try to play
stroller,
one
a baby
side of the
stroller,
map
a
to
big
start?
one,
It'd be very interesting.
and then
See
blankets,
how they
just
get
like a
around this
ton
team.
of blankets. No one's gonna know, surely. They're not gonna check.
Start in their rifle round for 2G.
Or even
Alright, a
better,
little bit
just
of a slow
get the
default, looking
millions
at
and
different
buy a
angles.
plane.
The wall here with a
Or
right
you
click just
don't
to
even
give
need to
chance
buy
get
it.
a free
Charter
orb.
a private jet.
That means you're not going to fully commit into the C site.
Oh yeah,
And
that's
ignore
in order
her.
for you to scale up
Take
on that
whatever
site
you
'cause
want.
don't have that wall to work with anymore.
Just
So
ignore them.
G2 starting to realize that. So Jorgamo's pushing all the way up. Has full map control, and they've also pushed on the side of the A for G2. Great
Man.
information gathered.
Should we got 2 more and put a trench coat on it?
Like you said, 2G
It could work.
defaulted, but it seemed like G2
Two
was
more?
Wouldn't that be
pressing
too
W.
high? I think that'd be too
Pushing
big,
down
no?
all the way
That would be
through.
Why is
too
this-
big, no?
Why
yeah.
is this? Yeah, why is this
Just
8-foot
give them so
man?
much confidence in
Why is this
those
8-foot man who's
Yeah.
screaming
Sands is gonna
constantly?
close the gap.
What's going on?
Starting here for G2, you're playing
Dude, wasn't that
six
really,
guys.
so much
Wanna
attention
make sure they get the maximum
like-
value out of the bullets.
you know, the real
That said,
chimpanzee will
though,
make it
just trying
through.
to bait utility.
Oh, you also have one in a pram.
You still have great
Yeah.
stall on the side here.
Oh,
G2.
right.
That's
so
genius,
if
to
there's
be
only-
fair.
if you only
You
need
put
to make
3
one
chimpanzees,
through,
chimpanzees.
give yourself a sense of
Yeah.
control
Every
with
except
your-
the
with your-
fourth,
with
you
your
know?
stingers.
So
That'd be
true.
crazy.
Wait,
With
he's
where
on
G2's
something.
positioned on the map. I mean, already Jorgamo's been able to teleport towards spawn. He was watching a trip at Long C the whole time, so
Good
he's
question,
giving the
though.
team the info.
Okay, they
Now
almost
they
have
have
that
They
for
got
C,
stopped by 1
and
piece
now
of
they have
utility.
those 3
Yeah, they're
towards A
turned down
ready
low.
for 2G. Spike's
It's still
going to be
gonna
able to drop
kill.
one, though. Trent goes
I
down.
would've
Oh, yeah, what
Continues
time are you
through the
guys
site
on?
Towards that right side with
15.
silence, and they're able to get a kill.
I mean,
Oh,
G2,
like,
Slows
come
God.
for a
on.
moment before he goes
12,
down and trying to
11.
go Gobera.
Yeah, I'm on
And now
27.
the
20.
3v2,
I'll speed
or
up. I'll
2v3,
speed
I
up.
should
You gotta
say, as
speed
they
up a
enter
bit.
back in.
Dude, how are
One
they?
quick one from
Yeah,
Jorgamo,
that's
getting the
actually
stinger
crazy.
close, getting that stinger power.
All right, it's because of this. Watch
Now,
this
Baby
shit.
Bay, does he have wings? Can he fly out of here and get the kills that he needs?
Nope, he'll take the stairs.
He's gonna take the stairs.
No
yeah,
wings.
That's fine.
He's chuckling.
Not this time.
Damage would be good though, so he'll
Well,
stay
that's
around the
time
map,
to
trying to
move.
fight this against the last 2 players of 2G.
You ain't
We're
saving a
saving?
stinger. You ain't saving a stinger,
Saving the
son.
stinger.
Brother!
Get on that side, bro.
Spike. It's either or.
This ain't.
Yeah.
You just want to
Do
mess
you
up
ever
the
save
KD.
an Overwatch?
He's
No.
3-0.
Off timing.
Yeah,
This is off
you
timing to
ever
catch him running.
save in overall. I mean, technically, yeah, you do. You can save ults
really
for next
work that
fight.
map around before they actually go for the side exec.
But I guess it's not a pure set. He's just chasing.
Because you talked about Jorgamo pushing and TPing out towards that
Top
spot
10
and saying,
saddest
"Look,
anime
around
moments."
here." But when you looked at the position how G2 played,
Yeah, that's
BB stayed anchored
applicable.
up towards that B site.
What the fuck? Am I watching this
because
again?
that wall was bait in the first place. And because you're also
going back
playing
in
a
time?
Viper wall on the defensive
I
side,
was
it
just-
slices
what the
down
hell?
all the way down towards
I
window.
mean, it's called
but
the
they still have
replay,
the
and they
lack
do
of
show the
information of where 2G
No, it wasn't a
towards the
replay. It just went back. No. It wasn't a replay.
There's a chance here for
What the
2G
fuck
to
just
really
happened?
scrimp
What just
into
happened?
that
I just
B
think
site
Happening
space
again?
time
and
continue, bro.
overpower here their opponents.
If he gets the next,
Now I'm on a replay.
Because
Yeah,
Jorgamo
but, like,
TP'd
the difference
across
between a
two
genius and a
tripwires,
dumbass
it's
is,
still
like,
being watched towards that source.
the
Despite
genius did
the
something,
loss
you know?
of that fight, they still knew that the fight was coming
Oh,
from
no.
What?
What is this?
Whoa, they give no respect once again to that sewers play. Instantly to the
Okay,
extremities
give me the
here.
time.
They still have a
26.
look down long C, so they know there's no activation again. Like you said,
3,
just B is that
2,
worry.
1.
They don't feel like it's a worry at all with the way
19.
they close in on
Okay.
the side of G2. Silence doing so much work last round and this round here to start to capitalize. Spike as well picks another
I think I'm
one
there.
on the Valen as they start to
Jesus
just
Christ, what's
shred
that
the
behind?
numbers on the side of G2 here. Buddy system through garage. They do have that B
3v3.
control, but you see how careful 2G's moving.
Yeah.
I did not see. I have not seen Alpheus 4K to end that one. How many VFL points did
just got
Alpha get?
spotted.
I love the amount of attempts. The fights we're
It feels like
seeing
we're
here.
just
a
like
solo
G2 are
flash
just getting
there to
like
try to take one
kills
down.
off screen all the time.
Might lose his life for these fights now as he's just drawing a little too much
Well,
attention.
they're schmoving.
but Good damage onto Trent. Could get him.
I know where
Yeah,
he is.
Baby
Just
Bay's
stick
bought
and
enough
hold
time
him
to
here.
come around the outside. There it
Got
is,
a
the
little bit close.
cleanup as they are just working their way and closing in on the 2G members. Defuse here as Baby Bay gets it to half to trade it off.
It's still a nice little
Right, Trent
setup
is
how they
1
set
HP,
things
but
here with
I'm,
this wall from Jonah P at the very beginning, because sometimes they usually just place it so that it comes across here all the way in the front of window. This time it cuts all the way inside. It's kind of like they wanted to funnel 2G into the choke point of the A side.
Yep.
And then they had the perfect players and the perfect numbers
Did you
in
go back
there
in
to
time
really
again?
snuff out those
No,
players
I'm
trying to
just
kick
watching
the
Baby
flow
Bay, like,
of long A for the side of
being a
2G.
funny little
So
guy.
Yeah, but you
very nicely
reacted
done,
to
a little
that
bit of
late.
variation that we don't really see from the
Have you seen
the
the
replay
replay
of
of
it
it now?
Replay.
Played.
He's dancing?
I'm seeing a replay
That's the
now.
state of Americas, is that we're watching him hit the gritty on the spike.
It probably feels like yesterday.
That's crazy.
And there you see the default
You know
wall that
what?
I was trying to mention here. So it
Jack
allows
might not
for
be
you to
wrong. I need
retake a
like
little bit
disco
easier
lights
towards that
in the
C
fucking
site, but
production.
previously
I want
was
some crazy
really
bits
designed
and
for
takes.
the vision
Like,
that G2 wanted to bring towards this A site.
I want these guys
I'm
all on
telling
roller
you.
skates.
What was the
like,
craziest
trying to do their
Overwatch
analysis.
production thing?
Pushing
What was the
very
craziest
far
thing that
up.
happened?
Craziest over. Well, there's many. There's infamous
First time we've
ones,
actually
and then
seen
there
G2
are
be
craziest Overwatch
comfortable
production
with
things.
giving up, kind of see long.
I mean,
playing
DJ
back
Khaled's
with
an
that
all-time
wall, as you mentioned
classic.
Before, making it difficult to pass through these quadrants
Um,
now created by all the utility, needing util themselves to get through. That was almost telegraphed.
Players holding
Sounds
hands
like,
on
"Thank you
stage, I
very
guess.
much."
I don't know. Production thing. I have to think.
That's why they wanted to.
Oh, a
give up
player
little bit of
saying
B,
"sex big dick" in all chat.
breaking over
Like,
that
in
wall,
match
gives a
chat.
chance for Valen to get a
That
pick,
shit was
escape,
fucking
and then they
funny.
try to move up on a slip,
Sex
and at
big
least
dick.
Flash ways of trying to slow things down.
There's been a lot of
Now regrouping to try to work
a lot of
towards
good
this
one-liners.
E-side. Forcing
Oh,
a little
shit, he
bit
missed
of
it.
util out on the defensive end, so there's not too much left. Jorgamo only has this flash with the op, which then now gives a chance for 2G to maybe stay as a group.
Oh, this is looking
They're still
sad
so
from
comfortable. They
2G.
have two over towards that site. Vice util still on A if Jorgamo did get anything.
Wow,
but the
sorry,
fight's here at B. They're just cleaning up 2G with answers across the map if it wasn't to be at B. So yeah, G2, great macro, great micro right here. And what is the window 2G can find at this point, right?
Well, again, I was
Oh,
just
and
thinking
someone,
about using that to
guy called
waste that
Danny
util
Lim
from
hitting
G2
the
could be a
vape
death ball and
mid-
try to go for the contact play here towards that B site, but instead
mid-broadcast as well.
we TP in. And not only did we TP in, that was a spike on top of that coming through just behind. So
People saying
definitely
Hex
missing a
being
little bit of
high as
coordination on the
balls.
side of 2G.
Oh yeah,
Space they
well
wanted
that's
to
an
create.
infamous. Like, yeah,
Patented.
I was
Josh RT
supposed
did.
to be on that cast with him actually as well, but our internet went down in our house
you're right.
with
There
me
needs
and
to be a
Bren
little
and
more
Josh and
coordination
Kurt and
there
everybody,
with 2G when they're
and
activating.
so it was Seth
maybe they
that
can
was on that
coordinate off of
broadcast with
this.
him. But yeah,
Eyes now
Said some
inside
crazy
sight,
shit on the
behind enemy
broadcast.
lines, but no one there quick enough to activate just yet. That dimensional drift about to run out. It's going to be a solo play here from Spike, and it almost
nice.
gets two. But Valen's now in a tight spot, quickly getting help from Jonah P as they enter the site. The Dastardly duo doing what they can to just drop people left and right. They're falling themselves, though, on the side
they're
of
just
G2.
getting shit on.
Now a kill contract as
Not even
well.
close.
Should be an easy plant out for 2G.
Oh, wait.
There was great stall in the very beginning on the side of G2, but the rest of the team finally followed. All you had to do was wait for the Razor Vine to dissipate on the side of Jonah P.
I have not seen Bren's walk
you
out.
saw the flash
Should I watch
Spike
Bren's
comes
walk
out of his
out?
ult too, and then they have
Maybe during the
perfect
halftime?
positions to trade towards the end. So lacking a little bit here for G2 on answers outside of Dimensional Drift.
Bren
Look at that
walk
position.
out
Just
versus
out
Baby
goes,
Bay.
easy done.
Turn up the heat accordingly, right? Get in there with dimensional drift. Have everybody just flying in behind that, even on the delay.
Not worried about.
Lines,
It's actually
not
got
too
its
much of
own
a problem.
video.
It's just the teamwork made the dream work on that one. Goes up for the drone.
Bren
Doesn't
v
see
Baby
anything.
Bay
They
is such a
deactivate
funny
really
thing
quick
to
so they can
have.
get themselves into a position to start fighting here. But now they actually have to deal with Jonah P's ultimate, forcing the hand of everybody to move towards long A safe.
Silence has a kill contract. This should be easy to open up here, the A site, if they still want to commit into this. But they have wasted a lot of util in the very beginning, which was all heard by Jonah P. So we have to slow the tempo now on the attack. This camera is just still trying to create noise to make G2 think that there's still lurk in positioning coming on that
Do
side.
something?
You're starting to see
Bro,
look at how they move.
don't
the
get your
avoid
hopes
this
up.
Prowler.
I know your guys'
Have
thoughts, but this
kill
might just be the
contract
best map
out
in the game.
Silence. They might try to pull this rotate
watch.
across from the ult.
It's a pretty
and start
common
walking
take.
into the C site.
People love Haven.
It's the only site that
Most
doesn't
common
have
take of all
util.
time. What do
I
you
mean,
think
can
is the
see
best map to
Jonah-
watch?
I'm sorry, Jonah Baby
I
Bay
personally
putting
like
the
watching
Vice util
Split and Fracture, but Haven
everywhere.
would also be able
So it
to.
just becomes hard for 2G.
No Fracture.
Now they actually go back towards
Yeah.
it. They go back to the majority here after not really
why
finding
not
too
ult
much
the-
across
try and
the
ult the
map,
Viper,
right?
you
There's a
know,
bit of a adventure from Spike to create noise,
Vice ult that.
but that's already checked out now
How you
by the
do?
side of Trent, so they know it's fake.
You know how a Vice wall works?
Paranoia is flying through.
No.
Double
Oh,
taps
he
on.
missed 'cause
Silence
he
looking to make
killed
a
him
play here, but he's got to get through a little bit of smoke to do it and find who's outside this. They are just spamming inside now. Steel Garden goes down to just tear the weapons now away. And 2G is not able to answer.
Oh, what are they doing?
Shit, Baby
Still
just got
jammed
some
on the members.
fucking
Now they finally come back up with the
spam
weapons,
kill.
but they haven't done the dance enough around the smoke here from Jonah P. And it's only going to be Gobert left. He gets a
Oh my
shot,
God.
another flick kill, and a Jorgamo, and he tries to enter with the classic. Trying to get the pace of that to work in
Why
his
is he
favor.
checking
But
cam
who is
now?
ready? It's
Why
Jonah
is he
P.
checking cam?
to stand tall in his ultimate.
And the man that stayed in his ultimate from the very beginning of the round stays alive in it towards the end as well. And that is a lack of coordination on G2's side. I really thought you were going to try to use a kill contract to at least open up that side of the sewers. By not using it on that side, it makes it very difficult for Gobert to move through or for anybody else to split with them on top of that.
You know,
when
a
he
2G
used
fan?
it, he was trying to open up against
Yeah.
Talon, but he already lost that fight.
Well, no, I'll be
I think that
supporting
was
2G in
against
some games.
Silence in the very beginning.
I did get
or
very
Spike
close.
rather in the very beginning. But yeah, that was unfortunate on that.
Now they take a timeout. What is it, 5-2? I don't understand like how they aren't figuring out. Like, hold on a second. Why not just drone? If the Viper is not like drone from short, if the Viper is not in this part of the pit, then they must be in this part of the pit, and then just ISO ult the Viper here. We'll watch Bren versus Baby Bay at halftime. Is there copyright music in it? Will the Brazilian team make champs? Oh man, that's I would lean no. Could MIBR get it back together? With Verno IGLing? I don't love it, but maybe. Could Loud go on a... The thing is, America's is pretty open, as I said. Whoever finishes in the top 4 will probably make champs on points. Like, from the points just from getting there.
And I feel like
So,
2G made it pretty far.
if you think that Loud or MIBR could finish top 4, we know that MIBR have it in them. Do the new Loud have it in them? If Luxo and Verti are popping off, then maybe. I don't trust them enough, I think. I think they'll probably be slightly better teams.
For that rotation towards
The thing is, the thing about Americas is, right, I would say that a team like Cloud9 probably has a pretty good chance, but then you remember, wait a minute,
The Sheriff's
they never
usually
go to
working pretty good here for 2G.
Holy fuck,
Seems like they
Jorgamo.
slow it down a little bit more, use that buddy system.
Actually
and are
smoke.
taking
So it's like,
less,
who do you trust?
Peaks that would really put them in a disadvantageous situation.
Definitely the pistols are really good against EG so far. Good on this opening. So Hero Guardian Comes out information as the ult on that body.
Well, Baby Bay goes for all the util to activate right now, so they just have to take a breath right on the side of 2G. And they walk in the spike right behind the duelist. Baby Bay is lurking though.
I'm surprised they're not trying to bait wall and play it slower, but I guess they got pistols, right?
From Spike, from the rest of the squad, now able to come in and set up some defense.
Why is there no on IGL? Because
Flash
apparently
rendering it difficult now for G2 to get the retake. I don't even think it can use the Nightfall anymore because right now Jonah
I mean, that's a pretty big loss for
by a
V2. That actually gives 2G some hope. I don't think
this might be
solo
just
pushing out
towards
against
the
the
end. Very
Nico
hard to do here with
is
losing all
the
those players in the
greatest
very
idea
beginning
of all
on that
time.
front B site. So what was supposed to be disrespect this
From
Viper
Jorgamo
wall
here.
in their gun rounds for 2G
Right
becomes
here.
that type of play on an eco, and it works out, pays dividends. You get so much information after that pick and the ult being thrown here.
Crew
by
will be
Gobert,
for that set in stone.
that it becomes a free plant.
Yeah,
and a free round.
Crew.
In 2G, they
could
they
make
run this
it.
all the time, right? We'll see this. We'll see a lot of hero rifles.
know,
We'll go
it's
across
a-
different people. I think one of the ones that works.
Does
best
anyone
is with
still
Gobert,
believe in NRG?
Because
Like,
he also buys
where
a
are
Guardian.
people's
Low
NRG
buy,
stats at? I
lower
don't actually
buys
know.
to
Like, they had a
recoup some
bad
great
game.
guns as he goes down. Caster
Are they
but
washed?
yeah, it just works out really well if you're looking
Or
for
is there
the
still any
most
hope?
investment in one of the ways that they do it. But there's a lot of times we'll see 2G happy to have a rifle on one and Sheriffs on the other, and they do a lot of damage. Whether it's the round win or not, they drop their opponent to make that cost.
Ran out.
See Baby Bay still trying to play a bit
Super
of that
washed.
solo anchor role for some moments here behind his utility.
I feel like this
Sure it's
is
in line with
I
what
feel
the
like
team
America's
wants, but
might
you see
change a
maybe
lot
figuring
next
that
year.
out a bit. Might want to
Because of
punish
the
it
rosters.
if they can find
Right,
him
I feel
again.
like the teams that
This
don't
time
make
in B, though,
champs
so it's not going to be a constant.
could get some pretty significant changes to them. You know what I mean? Like for instance, like Asuna
the
not
intent was
100
there.
Thieves.
Go for the
NRG
aggressive
blowing
pop
it
flash
up,
right through the
right?
Viper wall.
Like I
and
feel like those things are all
trying to just get
all in
players in
play.
position, but beautiful flash
We've seen
being set up
INOP
here once
boxing, you
again.
would have
Just
thought, but
G2
yeah,
displaying
like if they
different
didn't
types of
make
setups on
champs,
their defensive side,
C9,
either it be on Ascent or now on Haven. BBB gets
they
full
probably keep
value
Vic as
out
well.
of that
I would
flash.
assume.
And Jaw gets
Isn't it
a
like
pick.
that every year? But not like,
That's
well,
one player
I mean, yeah,
down
there's
and
changes, but I mean like
Fold into
foundational
the next
player
page.
changes.
No more mid control. A split towards the A site.
I mean, I guess 100 Thieves have kind of already done that, to be honest. I mean, they've changed their IGL, they've changed Boostio.
Not giving G2 enough
So do
credit
what
in
they
these
should have done a
situations,
year
and
ago.
They'll be ready, that they'll be patient
Maybe.
to keep those forward defensive spots. And already the push coming through here, or not Jonah, Baby Bay.
Swing that on
It's a
your
pretty
own
scary
thing.
flank.
Oh, you got to trade that though.
Kills still. Okay, they're going to pressure it. That's
There
going
you
to be
go.
a sticker
Baby Bay
getting a
learning the
little
G2
upgrade
stinger
as he
ways.
moves his way through the map. Baby Bay is now going to be closing in.
Yeah, America's
on that
generally
last
has the
member of
least
Spike.
turnover.
The
My
Valence
mate
forced
just
to fight
reminded
inside.
me of
They
the
have
safe
Spike, so
talking about
they really
his
don't
mum
need to move
moment
back towards
VTH,
anything
and
else.
now you all have to remember
Cannot
to.
give them one-on-ones though like
Spike
that.
is also Spike, and he is doing a thing right now as he starts to move towards the objective.
15's gonna have to move quick, but thankfully Jonah's in a great spot.
Bang, bang. That's the technical term for that. He goes down. Jonah again there as a savior for the moment to get G2
I mean, EG will
another
probably
round.
stay the
6-3 here. I mean, another 3 from
But
2G,
even like,
and we'll have another half.
right, let's
of
say that
6-6
Sen,
from map to
obviously
map.
I think they will make champs, but
They have to
let's say
pick up
Sen go to
something.
champs
I
but
think
finish
the
like
slow work, kind of touch
5th,
and go,
6th.
really worked out for them.
Think
and
Sen
got
will want to
G2
make changes?
Slightly
It's a
antsy
huge
enough.
3, down by 76.
Yeah, at least if anything from the fast tempo from the previous round, they started identifying how Valen's currently playing this sewer smoke.
think they get rid of Zelsis? You think they get rid of their best player
right here
currently?
at this spot?
Yeah.
We got value off that pick off the lurk from Gobera. Loves to play the aggressive angles on his defensive side. It's a high-low. He's just crouched in front of Trent.
Instead of Baby Bay, how many kills would I drop? I'd be dropping a hard
Already starting to see here. Finally, we're
2
trying to
maybe?
break that util towards that garage. The wall
like
is
2
up
free
towards B.
ones,
This
2
might be the
trades,
next
or
step
like
now for
spam
2G.
truths from
That was pretty telling. The Prowler just went long to see nothing, and only Yoru
I mean, this is
bottom
what I'd
mid,
be
so you
doing.
can already see
I'd be doing all
they're
of
not
this.
buying it. Valen's already backing up to the site to make sure they have a little pressure. They'll check one more
I'd probably
time
dial it that
and
as
probably
well.
make a move up long now to create
Dude,
and
this judge
gain
play's
that
gonna go,
space.
oh, he's dead.
Beautifully
My
played
bad.
there at A. And now
And he's
G2
dead.
hasn't been doing anything in mid. They're
Fuck.
still waiting for G2 to peak.
What did I miss, by the
Gotta
way? I
get this
missed like
activation in soon.
6 rounds or something, 5 rounds. I was getting food. What was the?
There it is. Prize unwrapping one.
Oh,
Look at
what?
Jorgamo unwraps
Well,
two,
you
and
missed
Valen gets
2G
his
winner
own.
Nico, and then other than
Oh, it
that,
falls apart so quick, Van.
Yeah.
kind of
It was a nice win.
losing.
Looked so good to start. 2G getting great openers into the garage. But just
Are you guys the ones that are like fearful of the rain?
I
Like,
win a
when it rains,
pro
you go
game
inside?
replacing
map control
Baby.
towards C. They
I
call
think
for the
me and
rotate back
G2
on
could.
that side, and
I
the swing
think
coming through from the
we
front
I think
B
it'd
side
be
would
good
we
be
plan
have
to
a
play
chance
football on the
against
street.
those
Like
spikes
all your
still
friends
out
I'm gonna
over,
need
and it
the
starts to
others,
light drizzle.
others
Are you
to
calling
step
it?
up.
He's actually far away from the
You know
last
what?
two
You know what I
players.
might even
Including
do?
the plan.
I'll take IGLing from
Rather,
Valen and let him
you
focus
consider
in and
Jorgamo
lock
still
in.
alive towards
I
A
might
heaven
even
as
do
well.
that to help the team. Because that might be our best chance.
Definitely help. Like
Is
you
me
said,
dropping
money in the
0?
pocket here. Drop a few guns would be even
I'll let
better.
Valen
Gets
pop
the
up.
tag on him, so trailed all the way through this by the fade. Nightfall is going to be tough to find a hiding spot.
Yeah. G2's running up here because Prize is
I
definite.
don't mind calling.
And now the gap's been closed.
That's
This
the worst
is
thing I could do.
Valorant.
No.
Okay, now swing.
Oh,
Everybody
thanks for the
one
14
time,
months.
No mistakes.
TMV on G2
Not
might
playing
turn
with
it
their
into
food this
2
time if
grams.
They just want that, and it's going to
Yeah,
go
they
to
just
Trent.
can't
He just
get-
used the ult.
I'm
but they want
not
it
sending
back.
him into a 5-man
The read
side.
at the beginning for 2G was quite nice, though. They
We're
engaged
sending
into
them.
the
Well,
garage.
I mean,
They
at least
heard
I'd
the
help
judge
him
being
out. I'd
shot
help
by
him out.
BB. BB Bay
I'd be a
goes for
secondary
the
voice at the very
reposition
least.
right at the same spot, and you just spray into the garage doors.
I'm
and
gonna
Spike gets
need
that kill. So good reads on
Joe
it
to
to open
pop
up that
off, though.
side, and then that happens, unfortunately.
Shorter, I can just end it, right? Just toss.
Yeah, dead, right? You can just
Yes.
talk.
Everyone agrees. 10 out of 10.
10 need the Sky V8 to tell John to get
That
the
was
fuck
dry.
off the agent and then maybe
At
they'll
least 10 out
shake
of
the
10 on the defense for
NRDRX
G2
moniker.
so far.
Yeah. 3 more away from that. Sheriff
I-
here,
I-
beside of Gobera.
yeah.
They're still kind of low buying in to make sure they can squeeze in some of these buys.
Well, that's what they
while
could
still
do,
getting
right?
their
They
full
could.
gun rounds in. Hopefully not shy on
They
any.
could.
util.
Okay.
Like if they did get rid of
Decoy
Zelsus,
also
they could
starting off the
bring in
wall
an
in this
initiative
garage
player.
side.
Hello.
Honestly,
Corners can be like
Sentinels,
that when you don't check
Asuna.
them. And it looks like that's one of the first times they actually were able to insert in that corner. So, you
Yeah.
know, why would 2G be kind of worried about it? It's an always have to worry.
What is
against
FNS
G2
asking
kind of
now?
thing.
And that's the difference here against G2. Just remember that
What's he
first
asking
map
now?
when you're playing an off-angle inside wine after like 8 rounds on the defense for 2G. It's still being cleared by Valen. So that's just a lack here of trying to find that information and identifying these positions that players could be at. Valen doesn't even care here about being hit by the vulnerable.
Oh, God.
Prize once again on the
I don't see
1v4.
the. I don't see it.
Cannot get the single pick there onto that
I name
one
all 5
player in the
2G players
front.
without looking.
Yeah.
I did this earlier. I mean, I can definitely do it
Going
now
away finally in the last 3 rounds here.
without looking.
Yeah, I mean, it's again,
Gobera
seems to be
was
just
the
G2
one
in
that
full
I kinda
control
forgot.
of this map.
LZ.
I was just trying to
Spike,
mention breaking that wall in the
Silence,
first place with the decoy.
Prize.
That would be quite nice because he had potentially
Honestly,
ways
I think
to
Furia is
close
harder than
that gap on
2G.
the A side from the
I think
fake
2G players
from
are
the
somewhat
garage,
memorable.
'cause
I think
that
the
kill
Furia
contract is
players
still
now
up.
that's a tough one.
But they didn't check the corner.
All
They
right,
lose
all
2
right.
players in the process, and any type
Yeah, the game kinda
momentum
dumpstered.
they wanted to build into
One of
the
these
A
games,
side
man.
is-
Name 2 5G players. Oh.
It's such a second
Well,
monitor game.
I mean, it is late
But there's
here.
some cool things to
Oh my
talk
The
about
reading
certain players.
comprehension maybe isn't the
Trying to
best
give the
right
Hunters
now.
It's like Furia
place to
Sense
shoot.
football.
Eyes in the sky, if you will, as the kill contract comes out here. We finally
They
get
got
to
Baby
see
Bay.
Maybe, but there's some
what
days
happens through the
where
wall
Sen literally just
instantly.
looks like they don't know how to play.
There with a double tap up, no worries.
Well,
If you
it
don't
hasn't
get
happened
There
hit.
you
in a
go.
long time.
There's a
This
nice
is
round.
a quick final round here. It seems like
But
2G kind of
There's certain weeks, like
brushed
in
off
stage
the
1,
pressure of
the very
this
early
5
beginnings,
round gap.
where they just
Right.
threw really hard
Played
because of
what
their
they
mental.
wanted to. It
So
felt good onto garage, and they pushed through. They work really well behind the dimensional drift. It's just it doesn't have
like
to
I'm
be that
mad
every time.
hoping it
And
might
he's
happen again,
unlucky
but we'll
because
see.
BBB got caught in the crossfire. He's still
Dude.
trying to
Yeah.
hunt this Fury against Valen, and he runs right in
crazy
front
Name
of
the
him.
Furia players.
This looks
Haunt
to
was
be a
crazy.
sealed deal now for 2G for the last round.
I don't think I can actually get all 5. Adverso played for them last game. Heat, Orango.
Last few kills from Jorgamo. They look for the spike here, but LZ is
Paula?
able to get one. There's
8-4.
another one on
Paula
the
played
Trent. They cannot get through the 3 members of 2G. That's 4
Who's the 5th?
on the attacker side as they now move to defense, and it's going to get only tougher from here as G2 are going to
What if it
have
was like-
reign
See, what's
over
funny is
that
Price
attack
did
side.
play
Beat
for them.
Ascension,
That's the thing,
and then you
just
have to
living
face
But then he
the
went back
first
to
team,
2G.
But if you can't win 5 rounds on every
Who's the
map,
5th, man?
you don't
I actually
ascend.
don't know.
End of the day, it's still G2
What?
showing
too
that
easy.
they still
It's
have
too
the
easy.
control of this series.
And they have
Fuck,
to win
I
at
got
least
2
5 rounds on every map. And if they
have to
can't
come
do
up
it,
with something here.
the third team has a chance.
Before our next half, we're going to throw
But I
it over to
named
Dryad,
every
who's
player
in the
that's played
Watchparty
for
booth.
Sentinels.
running some sort of gauntlet where you don't have to win, you just have to win 5 rounds.
Like,
Do you want me to try?
You just have to like at minimum win 5 rounds a map.
Do you want to see this?
Like you play the
Brent
maps
thing?
out normally, I guess. Maybe even 6 or 7.
Right, this is why you should sub.
Though, no, like you just set up to win 5 rounds and that's it. Like,
I mean, try your best. Pistols are disabled. It starts off on rifles.
Oh no. You gave him walkout music? What the?
Don't want to get demonetized. Look at GB with hair.
Spandex, not on a day like this. Came to a little agreement. I have in my hands right here a 1-day contract to play for the Atlanta Reign if I beat Baby Bay. A 1-day contract. But why would I want to play for a trash team at the Atlanta Reign in front of a trash crowd?
What a turn! What a heel turn!
To Brenna on your left, our analyst. Kicking things off to start the game. We're going to be on board with our analyst. We got Brenji. What's he doing here, Josh? What's the plan on Castillo?
Oh, he's taking the forwards approach.
They got
the
Josh.
guy's played against Dufran a couple of times, and Dufran absolutely humiliated him as well. So I think Bren's going for this, where he gets right up in Baby Bay's face and doesn't let it go to a long-range duel. Baby Bay's playing with him. He's toying with him.
Come on, Bren. Yes, Bren. Starting strong. A 1-0. Bren fans, somebody screenshot it right now while he still has the lead. Baby Bay giving him the wiggle. Bren connects, but not enough damage to finish the headshot.
And Baby Bay, again, just toying with him. Not even going for the kill. Just allowing Bren to get up a lead before he smacks him back.
Is he amused or surprised? Like, what's happening?
What is going on? Let's get back to the game.
Things off on G2, slow pace because of the Viper Lurk potential now. Over on their
Why
side.
were they doing that?
Just get
And also, why can't we have
Get
that
up
kind of
there.
thing in Val?
Smeeg, the Smeeg himself.
Like what?
Right?
What was
How do you
the
beat
what was the
Smeeg?
setup?
With Smeeg is the question. Spike's going to try here to just stop that right in his tracks. He's going to regain that health off the C's decay. So
Like, why
not
can't
too
we do
big of
that
a
stuff in
problem
Val?
there? But I'd say that's a good start.
Definitely. They have player advantage on top of that. But the flash has been used right away here for LZ for that fight into the garage area. So it gives a chance now for G2 death falling into the A site.
Yep. Yeah, it looks like it's theirs. It's full retake. A lot of good utility.
Bren versus Aspers? Honestly, that would cook so hard. Bren versus
So
Aspers?
Jonah just went for the lineup here outside of A-Long just to slow things down with the poison orb being thrown towards that spawn.
Yep,
now
there
you
it is.
cycle these smokes, making it a lot more difficult for 2G to retake.
They're trying to hide in it. They're actually going to eat a flash right inside, too. All of them try to turn that, so it's going to delay even more. Now they get the gas in the face, too. Exactly what you were talking about. Just the layering of annoyance here by smokes, by coverage, and the ability to
make
not
them push
find
out
your
of it.
target. Forcing now Prize to jump out. Valen's going to find 3, but he runs out of bullets. Not the extended clip he wanted. Prize and Trent. We're not down to a 1v1 just yet, but Trent's able to get that without the help of Jonah P, who was just creeping back on the long
I think we need
side.
more
Valen
fun things, though.
very proud of his team in that situation to keep it going.
Yeah, when you look at it for G2, it was very annoying to deal against here for 2G side. You've just mentioned it, smoke after smoke from flash to flash.
Every homestand
A
slash
little
live
bit of
event,
an
they tried to
overheat
do some
coming out
funny
from Jorgamo,
skip
but
between matches.
thankfully, you have Valen right here with the trip kill, 18 and 8 on
Honestly,
this
like,
map.
we need to bring that back.
The Des talked about him having a life game.
To be fair, the EMEA
That was like kind of like a
thing
win
at the
con
start
to
of
keep series quite close
the
against
start of the
Sentinels.
EMEA broadcast,
Well,
like
it's
just
Valen
before the
having
games,
another
was
great
very
game.
funny today.
Now also leading a
Okay,
charge
that's probably
for G2's
GG, though.
victory against 2G.
The deadlift becomes a power lift. He's just absolutely wild in these
The
past
T1 home
series
ground
here
event
for the
streamed on
team.
Twitch?
And right back into the site. I mean, it looks like we just
yeah,
started
it
from
will be.
inside the site last round here with the speed that G2 is trying to work. Flashes are up, but even when they're flashed, they're still pushing
Nice.
forward. They're adding just people to the mix, making
Like
it
to work?
difficult
I
even
don't
if
know what
someone
that is.
does peek to get those targets in. They're all on the same page for these plays, and it looks fantastic.
And then we had great value in the very beginning from the recon guard on the
Even if you
defense.
did,
They
you
just
wouldn't watch
weren't
that pretty
quick
much.
enough to set
But I
up
would if they were
against
more
G2's just
interesting.
plow with the stinger buy. On top of that, you have a stinger buy from winning the pistol too, so you have utility on top of that to stack with, a lot more util. on the attack to just not give a chance here for the Brazilian team to hold a defensive line.
And they're so, like everybody is, but they're so happy. Valen as well to keep that stinger for an extended period now into this
Caster
round.
and Des play a map
so much
with the
money
player
saved up
casting
because they have
What
that.
players would we
but
get
now
casting
it's
a
up
map?
to them to create those close quarter situations that you were talking about before. Get the return on that stinger as much as possible.
Who would be good casters from the players?
Can prevent that from happening as they start long and play long.
Baby
just about
Bay?
every distance.
Oh yeah, I can
It
see
won't
that.
be as easy here for G2 to get value to close that gap with the Stinger. But remember, when they're getting a lot of good value out of this is because they're playing, for example, Breach Teo in the past, allowing here Jorgamo to gain some space. So you're seeing the difference, playing more of a death ball. 2 players following behind Jorgamo, TP's into the site. And now here's the battle coming through.
Right, snake bite.
Oh, the way back to the right side of Logs gets the bite
day.
down, and actually a bit of damage to follow up through that as the kills are trading into sight. 2-2, and now it's just Jonah P. After the swarm of 2G hits the site, Jonah gets a stinger through the smoke, goes for the classic jump around the right side.
Let's try.
But Prize locks it down, and it's not going to be enough.
Professor thought that his last opponent was trying to close that gap after he got his first pick. You see on the other end, Prize stayed very patient out in the open and making sure that he plays a distance against that close range stinger, potentially even a right-click classic. Jonah P runs right into it and dies.
Snake bite.
But that is some heavy damage
Asuna
being done on the
play-by-play?
econ for 2G.
Honestly,
Losing this
so
run here
true.
for 2G would put the attack side at 11 and
Asuna
a
play-by-play,
broken econ for the
Nats
defense.
Colocaster.
So they have to win this round very cleanly for 2G. It's not with aggression, it's with information. Recon to start things off, not being broken up, so they know now that G2 is kind of leaning towards mid, which is why you see the instant TP away from Spike to support now the B-Slight Garage lead.
Trent finds the ISO. They know exactly where Silence is now. Depends on how much they've seen around the ISO and if they've actually seen Spike and Silence doing this buddy system
worst
walk around.
caster?
As LZ
Probably
gets the
Silver.
Guardian to sing, starting off on a
And he sucks
Jorgamo
at
for a
everything
very
else.
important round here.
Yeah. Jaw once again in these scenarios where he dies and he's putting G2 in a position where they have to work as a group once again.
Oh,
and it works
LZ.
out. Counter lurk, quad, a push up towards front B.
Trade by
Beautiful
Baby.
trades. G2 now somehow in a lead in terms of numbers.
Jonah. Jeez.
2G min okay.
Sees it, sets it up, knocks it down.
First map I would
That's
say they were
1,
okay.
2,
This
3
map
here in
they
G2's
probably
instances.
haven't been.
Now it's just going to be Gobera keeping himself safe.
Probably keeping his gun.
Yeah.
So we talked
Well, this
about the
game
broken
was
econ.
sad.
I mean, thankfully, silver lining is if
Yeah,
you had a
genuinely, we've been
first
talking
half,
about other shit.
you had a
Which
similar
team
scenario,
had the
Gobera
best
with a
off-season
It's
hero
not
right
so
whimsical. It
far?
doesn't have any whimsical
shares
aura
across the
either.
board classics, and they were able to win that
Best
round and convert on their
off-season
side
move.
with
What do
the
you mean
Just
by
no
flattening.
Like
Now
from
it's gonna be a
into
little bit
stage
different
2?
There are
because
like
they can't
a few
dictate the
things to
pace. It's
notice
G2
here and
now
there, but a pretty neutral game.
working on the attack side.
The best move.
Again, this is an opportunity for the attack to be pretty much at 12. Unless a miracle
Into stage
happens here on
2.
the side of 2G on the defense.
Are you guys good at freestyle rapping?
And another round there. For
Actually,
G2.
yes, that's what I'm known for.
Quite a few alive as well as they bolster the
Oh, really?
closer to 13.
What's your street name?
And now
What's your rapper name?
2G is
It's,
kind of out of options. They have things to
rapping
run,
names?
but they've been figured out by
Mr.
G2.
Rap.
The options are there.
Mr. Rap,
Can they
okay.
vary and spice up.
Very
things to
original.
G2 off. They don't just consist of that dimensional drift.
Can you drop some bars for us?
The timeout will come in.
You must have a couple up your sleeve. Mr. Rap.
If I give you a word like prize, how would you make a rap about that? Like a
Prize?
two-liner. Yeah, prize.
No, I don't got it in me.
Oh. What I mean?
I'm too tired. I'm too tired for this. I would give it a go if, but honestly, Shio, I don't have the motivation nor energy to even give you a response. What would I rhyme
Damn.
prize with? Probably something shit like surprise.
You could say
What?
Lies.
Prize?
There you go. Lies
Oh,
is a great
really?
one.
I would have done lies. Like,
Lies.
yo.
Lies. That's what Shio likes.
Oh,
He's
okay, okay.
Canadian,
TMV says he can rap. It's all lies. Looking like a 2G player. That's shit. Prize. Oh. Ooh.
He cooked me there.
that was a little cook.
Actually, Prize is like
you could say
not been
something
their
like
worst player at this stage.
Prize is,
So.
he's not, yeah, he's chilling right now. Shout out Prize, by the way. I know you took a bullet there, but Not true. You're good. You're good.
Could say something about him putting
you
the
guys are all like,
fries
you guys are
in
all
the
fucking
bag.
praising him for this. He fucking wrote that down before the stream. That's the thing about Shad. The talking points. Talking points are all
writing. You think I know how to write? You think I know how to write?
On the B side and C
Oh,
side
sorry,
to really
yeah.
get information.
I forgot.
Come on.
I forgot.
Come on.
NA education, yeah.
Right down long, somehow separated from 3 that could have been peaking. Probably some util also going off, so not all guns out here, but that's 2. And the action long starts to initiate as well. Silence coming up with 1, but he's going to be low on this. So is Jonah P, but Jonah still wants to fight. Nabs off the double tap as well, I believe, on Silence.
Hey, Bay Lurk.
So they should be good to go here. And that's going to wear out. He won't be able to activate another orb either.
But this might be a round where you still want to invest here on the side of Silence. The clock continues to run down. You have an opportunity to even isolate a 1v1 and then go for a 2v2 retake.
They're going to re-hit.
Unfortunately for Spike, yes, he's able to get the dimensional drift, but that's after he gets picked off there by Trent. Whereas you've mentioned here with the counter aggression coming out from G2, knowing the win con for 2G on that previous round, or in this round rather, they just wanted to fight toe-to-toe. Wanted to show that they could brawl just like 2G. But the more that you're racing down this clock, again, an opportunity here for Spike, or sorry, for Silence to play the 1v1
just to check if they're on
into
A.
the Gulag.
30 seconds left.
Yeah, once that
No
plan
point,
comes
not just
down,
ult on top of the
it
box.
might be the hit. G2 knows they're out of sight. Less
Interesting
than
they
20
don't smoke
seconds.
heaven,
Nobody's going to be
'cause it would
silly
be
enough to
strange if
play
someone was
an
in
angle,
heaven.
right? Right? No, right. They're out. And it's going to be that plant.
Oh,
here it goes.
There you go.
All right. He's got Jonah P. He's been hot all game. Can Silence do it again? Yes, he can. That's going to be a
Don't
spike
drop out on
plant,
your
though,
own.
as he comes back in. It was Gobera waiting just a moment for his teammate to get back in for the 2v2.
You have wall to scale and even a double tap after coming out of that Gulag, but it's slowed down by Razor Vines.
The drop to his left. The drop to his left. He hits the box. They weren't expecting it. It didn't make the full sound of breaking his own ankles. That's 1 from Valen. The leader to put him on the final point. Valen doesn't miss a beat. Locks in the Red Bull
Fake
clutch
TP?
for G2.
Oh,
Name all the TDM
oh my
maps.
god.
Continues to shine
Honestly,
for
I can't.
G2 is the IGL.
Caspar.
It's
On the side of
over.
Valen, now dropping 21.
Piazza.
Over a 20 bomb into that
Can't
one, and that
remember what the
2v2,
breeze
I mean, it
was
worked into perfection for 2G to isolate that fight towards hell.
And
But
all I
it's
know is the
Valen
breeze one is
leveraging
shit.
the util out from Omen 2. Fake TP swings out for the 1v1.
Let's go, Jay! You're
Puts
him, baby.
G2
Let's
at
go.
map and series point.
And you got to be considering these are not rounds that
Didn't they
G2
release
should be
another
winning.
one?
That's a 2v1.
More recently?
Just the way he played it, yes, they can be won. It's not
I think
super
TDM's a
bad,
pretty
but
good mode.
G2's
God,
done
we
it
need more
multiple
modes in
times to
Valorant. Holy
add
shit.
up to super bad now, right? They have just won so many rounds in the end there that they probably should have lost, and that's why G2 continues to be G2 12-5 now here in the second map.
My copium is that Superbad is a good movie.
Yeah.
So that 2G maybe could turn things around now in their mix bags of tricks. Hunter's Fury, and also the ultimate.
That's not a hot take. Superbad's not actually a bad film.
Opportunity to play at G2 where you can combine these two ults. But you
I haven't seen
are
it.
playing a very
You've not
forward
seen
position
it?
on the
It's
side
not
of
bad.
Rise, and
I know what it's
Spike's
about,
just
but-
What is a
going
bad
on
film?
A little bit of a stroll. Never expected
What is a bad film?
the
The
lurk,
Room?
the position from Trent outside of
The
Garage.
Vroom?
Combo is gonna be gone.
I mean,
Yeah.
that's the bait answer, but
Jonah, rest of the team squeeze in here to add what could
Dude, off the
be
top of my head, I can't name
the
it.
final pressure point
terrible film you've seen.
A film.
to this match versus
Okay,
2G. Gobera
they're not
again with
bad
the card
films,
in,
but I
comes up
don't
big,
like
gets a ping, but they both jump out
superhero
safe.
films like
Oh,
Marvel
he's trying to
films.
go
They're
off.
just kind of like
The residual
don't
ping
make
from the
sure there's
ultimate
two
is
of
just
us.
not delivering enough info in time.
very
And
meh.
now they're set up to drop into the
I'm
site.
sorry, Shia, if you
Wait, what was
Pain
it?
you're
all
a-
around on these
if you're a
health
Marvel
bars.
head,
G2
I
still
apologize, but I
stands
just
member
don't
up.
like
I had no choice but to drop down
the
heaven to get
later
the most
Marvel
value.
films.
Being watched
Dude,
as
last
a
one I
Marvel
enjoyed, I think,
leader.
was
Infinity
Captain
Saga,
America.
Ass. Like genuinely, everything after the Infinity Saga is pure ass. I don't think they made a good movie past Endgame, honestly. And even like Ant-Man and the Wasp was like, ugh.
I saw Endgame. I think Captain America, like the first one, was like one of my favorites, but then it's just slop. It's like AI slop.
The worst film I've seen is a film called Child 44. Terrible film.
What is it
Child
about?
44.
It's about like kidnapping children and like there's a bunch of trains. It's just honestly, the film is 90 minutes of just people talking in a train. Honestly, it's a terrible,
What do you
film.
mean, like,
terrible film. Well, I mean, I don't, but yeah, I just, it was the first film that, it was my first date with my ex-girlfriend was watching that film.
Hmm.
And I just remember thinking, like,
awful.
holy shit, what a terrible
This
film.
is
What a terrible film.
Did they enjoy it?
I don't know. I honestly never asked. Probably not, because it was shit. Because it's fucking dog shit. But is that why she's your ex? Maybe. No, I don't think so. I mean, that was our first date. We weren't even in a relationship at the time, so that would have been. But honestly, yeah, that could have compromised the whole situation.
You know what is a cult classic film that I recommend anybody watching? Hot Rod with Andy Samberg, the Lonely Island guys.
Who's that?
Fucking classic, bro. It's so good. Hot Rod.
I was going on a date to the movies and then doesn't even talk about the movie. Yeah, but I was 17. Give me a break. I was 17? Is it an adult film? Not that I remember. Sounded like some avant-garde film the way he described it. It was just... It had... What's he called in it? What's his face was in it? I can't think of his name, man. It's too fucking... Tom Hardy, thank you. Tom Hardy, Gary Oldman. You'd think like, oh, that's gonna be at least okay. It wasn't. It was fucking shit. It was fucking dog shit. Don't watch that film. It was fucking dog. Fuck me. Okay. I'm gonna go because
Pub quiz?
I don't need, no, I'm just gonna sleep so I can get up for Pacific this time.
No.
Because I don't want to watch Sentinels versus Furia.
No, that's very fair.
If Furia beat Sentinels, just know I will be greatly disappointed. But in the rare, well, in the normal event that Sen just win, just know that I was right.
Well, what's your scoreline?
13-6, 13-4.
13. Okay, wow.
So enjoy that one. If that happens, by the way,
Savage.
if that happens, by the way, sub to Thinking Man's Valorant on Twitch.
Yeah, it's so true.
Bags.
Pay up.
Right.
Okay. Goodbye.
Right.
Enjoy your peace.
Peace.
No, I'm gonna send you to Shio. We don't need to give help to the big streamers. You know, I've never watched an FNS stream. Then again, I'm probably almost always streaming whenever he's streaming, I suppose. Then again, I don't watch any Valorant streamers. I watch Sideshow play Pokemon sometimes. That's about it. Goodbye. See you tomorrow.